with both of you about your perception of this
That's
game.
funny.
Okay.
What do you think is the big appeal of Love and Deep Space?
Oh, the big appeal?
Yeah.
Other than Caleb.
Yes. What was that moment where you're like, oh, I'm kind of getting into
Yeah, when
this?
did it go from simple
Yeah.
research to, oh, this is my new obsession?
Yeah,
I think when I started drawing fan art. Yeah, I think
That's the fan art.
The traditional way.
Yeah. Where it's like, and then that excitement of like, oh, I'm joining
I
the
need posters.
fandom,
Yeah.
and then you're like consuming other fan artists' work, and then you're like, oh, because like they all have pretty extensive lore, but then you're like, oh, but like what happened during this time in their childhood? Like maybe I should draw out a little scenario. I think a lot of what makes, I guess, this fandom so fun is. Everyone has like such vivid imaginations.
Yeah.
And they make a lot of headcanons.
I always, it feels like I was like transported back to the Tumblr days because when you were posting your comics, I would see top comments like, "You're my headcanon artist for this thing." And it reminds me of being
that is the biggest compliment. Anytime I draw, I mean, I haven't drawn one in a while, but anytime someone is like, "Oh my god," like, "Oh, you understand the character so well," I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Like, "Oh my god, he would totally do this." I'm like, "Yes, you're so right."
It seems like the one thing it's done really well that I think not a lot of games or mobile games do very well is that like you get your guy
here in Head North.
for your guy. Whereas like in gacha games you just get the 6-star whatever you use them. You're like, all right, can't wait for the next one.
Next
Whereas, like,
one.
this one is like this is your guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is your,
And you're
this
on
is your
team,
man.
You're on Team Caleb. And look, if you're on another team, that's cool too. I like that. That's what we're all cool. But it's just my guy.
Yeah.
I think that's the aspect that it does really well because it makes that fandom and community, I think, which makes it really. It seems really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of gacha games. It's like, especially with the, other kind of like mainstream gacha games, it's kind of like, okay, here's the character of the week, basically, and let's sell this character for like 2-3 weeks, and then we're gonna move on to the next hot character, Whereas with Love and Deep Space, one thing I found really interesting was that these are like the 5 main guys that stick with you throughout the entire story. And I was like, I feel like more gacha games could or should like do this model.
So is it only 5?
There's only 5.
It's only 5.
People keep saying, "Oh, there's a rumored 6th love interest," but I don't know if there actually is.
That probably is what it is as well, right? Because it's like, with like other,
Dinah and Mike.
gacha games and stuff like that, there's like fucking 50 to 100.
I've been caught up with this for years.
Yeah, like how
Hey,
many?
what the fuck?
I don't know, but
Yeah, right. So I feel like games like that and like Arknights and like all these other ones, it's like this because there's so hundreds of these. So because there's so many, it's harder
What's rampaging?
for everyone to like hardcore fans, right? There's more casual fans than anything.
5 stars.
Yeah, no, it's because the 5 stars is what.
Yeah, fair enough.
No one cares about the 4 stars. Unfortunately.
Yellowing's my favorite.
Throwing rocks at me?
I think it's like,
How does that explosion take me out?
Is that a burn?
I guess because you do all these voice lines and no one uses you.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I think
That's so brutal.
I
Okay,
hope
I'll
they
try that
play
again.
only NPC.
I mean, we're an NPC in Star Rail, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. You've heard about this?
Well, no, hey, you're an NPC.
Yeah, I have 2 whole lines.
I have a name. You are vagrant
Unnamed.
number A and B.
Vagrant number. Bandit number 17.
My name is Peak, okay? Bitch.
I have a name, and it is
Vagrant
It is
Beak.
Restless Vagrant. Actually, my peak voice acting experience right there.
Don't ask me to name my character because I don't remember it. Something vagrant.
Patrick Star.
It's like
the
goofy.
NPC.
It's like
Yeah.
goofy vagrant or
Yeah.
some shit. I don't know.
Yes.
So yeah, are you still like playing Love and Deep Space quite a lot? Then?
Yeah. Well, now it's just more like I log in, do my dailies, and like I go to all the
Yeah.
events.
You always jump into rabbit holes, though. That's what I found.
That's
One thing I've always known is that
Yeah.
so when you first got into it, I was
Oh,
like,
that's their bond. That's why they didn't take the intro.
no, I'm in it.
I know.
And like it has been a very good experience. Yeah, I made a lot of new friends through it too. It's been nice. It's very unexpected.
I see all the events you do for like Love and Deep Space banners and characters, and I think it's really cool.
Oh, yay! Thank you.
it's really creative. Because when I hang around friends, like, I wish we have a drink, I guess. Like, man, I wish we were to Love and Deep Space. Like little parties. Fuck, man.
Well, yeah. And if you have a favorite character, just like set up like a thing for them. You have a favorite? You have a favorite character you're like not normal about?
Are they throwing rocks at me?
No, I think the really British part of my head is like, what are you doing? Stop this right
No
now.
whimsy.
Well, that's the thing. I know that I should have whimsy, but then I also get in my head because I'm like, I'm liking this character. It's just this fucking corporation wants me to do.
Oh my god.
They want me to fucking like buy and promote their character, and I get in my head about it. And I'm like, I should just bread.
He thinks too much about this.
I'm gonna eat bread.
You need it? Do you?
They can't take that away from me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you should do a
that's
bread.
what big bread actually.
Got it.
Big bread.
Big bread.
That's what the wheat companies are doing.
You're part of the system, Connor.
Oh no.
Yeah, but because I'm the same as Connor. There's a lot of characters that I love, but I don't know. I see like the kind of like the idol fandom where it's kind of like they really worship
Oh, nice.
certain characters, and I wish I had this. I wish I could have the same amount of passion. as some
Oh,
of these
it's
fans.
not.
I
It's not a
think
Wixen. It's a
mental
Ketra Cygnus.
That used to be me too, though.
Really?
I remember years. I don't know. Years ago, I would see girls with pita bags, and I'd be like, "Damn, I wish I liked the character enough to like actually want to do this."
You like expressive as well.
Right? And then Baldur's Gate 3 came out.
Oh, it was bonus.
Baldur's Gate 3.
You're staring, right?
Put it on the screen.
I haven't played it.
Full screen.
I remember your Baldur's Gate phase. Every day Sydney would get a text.
Wait, why can't I catch it?
Something that happened in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, of course the first pick is him fucking with his shirt on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's part of the.
Oh my god, so beautiful. Anyways, I also have like kind of an eater bag for Starring too.
Yeah, of course. You got the Divers one too.
Yeah!
That one's really cute.
I don't like
We made a
that.
design fest.
That's so cute.
Very cute.
I don't
It's
like
just
that I
fun. It's
couldn't
just fun
catch
to,
it.
like, put stuff together for like
So
little
what
character.
about Asterion broke the gate for you?
Well, first of all, the voice acting is incredible.
I've heard the voice acting.
Neil Newbon?
Oh yeah, he's very good.
He's so good. And also like Astarion has such a like tragic backstory. And like the thing is I don't care about vampires or tragic backstories usually. I don't know what it was.
Does Caleb have a tragic backstory?
He does.
Guys, let me tell you, I don't normally go for these guys, but
I don't
I'm
go.
sensing a pattern here.
I've never been
True.
into like I've never been a I've never been a monster fucker. Do vampires count?
Monster fuck!
Do vampires
Of all the
count?
monsters, vampires are like the least monster.
That's
monster,
true, but
right?
like
Yeah.
I never had like a Vampire Diaries face. I never had a Twilight
Whoops.
face. And like I've never been into like the yandere types or like the possessive characters. Like that has never been appealing to me. But also, I don't know. I did have a huge
Lux.
crush on Light Yagami when I was like 11. So like maybe that was always.
Ah, shit, these are
You like the
52.
brooding characters.
I think so.
Yeah.
But also, he's also just such a funny character.
I
Astarion.
still need to play Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. I haven't played it.
You haven't?
I haven't played it's how long will it take you to finish the first playthrough?
I don't know. I stopped after I was in the middle of my third playthrough because I wasn't getting any work done.
Third playthrough?
Yeah, okay, I'll TLDR it really quick. Basically, the way, you can blame Didas for this, by the way. He's the one that got me into Baldur's Gate 3. Because, oh my god, this was like 2023?
Yeah.
Time to play.
So he and two of our friends, wanted to do a co-op. And he's like, we need a fourth. He's like, Emily, you should play Baldur's Gate 3. I think you'd like it. I'm like, no, I don't have time. Like, it seems like it's really long. And he's like, it's like D&D.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll try it.
The dead body's
So I
moving.
did. And I got so into it that it wasn't enough to wait for our weekly, because, time zone differences, because we were playing with friends from North America. I was like, I cannot wait for these like weekly Baldur's Gate 3
Been there
sessions.
before.
So I started a new session with a different character with a different class. But then it got to the point where like I was going past where our co-op run was, and then Didas was like getting upset because he's like, we're supposed to experience it together. Why are you going ahead? I'm like, no, but it's a completely different. It is a completely different gaming experience when you have like those characters as your party members versus when you are playing with your friends and like not really involved in the character stories. it was incredible. So then we finished the co-op run, and then shortly after that, I finished my solo run, and then I started a third run with a different character in a new class, and then I was like, I need to get work done. I would log on every day, log on, clock into Baldur's Gate 3, clock into my 9 to 5, Baldur's Gate 3, and then not even 9 to 5, like 9 to 9. It was bad.
Just unemployment speedrun.
I mean, that seems to be the experience of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Because I remember I didn't see Sydney for like a good month when
just
when you got her into it, by the way, Emily.
Yeah.
It's so
all of my
good.
friends who were into this game, this was all they did for like the
Yeah.
past like
Yeah,
month
everyone I
or
know
so.
who played this got obsessed.
You want to
Yeah.
know why I didn't make a Baldur's Gate 3 rabbit hole video? Because I was too busy playing Baldur's Gate 3. I literally didn't have time. I was like, I can't do this. I have to quit.
Is the gameplay really fun?
It's really fun.
Everything everyone's told me is that Act 1 is like 10 out of 10 perfect, Act 2 is good, and then Act 3 it kind of falls apart a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But they say like it's still worth doing, even like because Act 1 is so good.
75 to 100 hours.
It's so good. I think it's my favorite game of all time.
I mean, everyone says like
Yeah.
it's maybe their favorite game ever.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
true.
I've only heard good things about it.
I'm definitely gonna play it one day because I know I would love. I didn't.
I'm adding it.
I was trying not to sound sarcastic
Yeah.
because you know there's certain like media that you're like, I'm gonna fucking love this.
No, dude, this
Yeah.
has gone into my fucking retirement gaming list. You know,
Yeah.
like when I have no obligations left, nothing
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
This
If
is
you
one
have
of
a
the games
spare
I'm
like
playing.
200 hours to,
Yeah.
to,
Oh yeah.
to spare, you know.
This episode is sponsored by Shopify. Boys, I just found out an amazing revelation.
What?
Turns out I don't need a real job.
You don't, Joey?
I don't, because
What?
I can build my own business with a free trial at shopify.com/trash. Did you know that, guys?
Oh my god. Shopify's template and AI tools get your stunning site up and running fast, no coding needed. And Shopify checkout means more customers actually buy, and returning ones can do so in a single click. Not to mention, if any question comes up, Shopify's built-in AI assistant
I
Sidekick
need a
is ready
fishing
to help
pole.
them build, troubleshoot, and keep moving. And because Shopify handles the setup and checkout, you guys have more time to focus on growing your business. And not to mention, Shopify powers millions of businesses around the world, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses like your one that is about to be made now.
All you need is the idea. Shopify handles the rest.
Oh, we love that sound.
Oh, God,
that sound!
Gentlemen, start your free trial at shopify.com/trash. Start your free trial at shopify.com/trash.
That's shopify.com/trash.
Back to the episode.
Oh no, because recently you just started watching, or I don't know how far you are into it, you just started watching Full Metal Alchemist
We finished
Brotherhood.
it.
You finished it?
We finished Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I was like, damn,
Damn,
the
how
one
are you,
person
bro?
I know that has still not watched Full Metal
really
Alchemist.
good. It's
The
really
ending is
good.
really sweet too. I like
Yeah.
the ending.
Yes.
How does it, so as someone who watched Full Metal Alchemist for the first time in 2026.
Am I allowed to give like mild spoilers?
Well, I would normally say yes, but Gone said
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you think it ranks compared to like
How does it
modern
stack
anime?
up?
Does it still like, has it aged well?
I think so. Okay, so you know what's crazy? I recently, I feel like in recent years, I've been having kind of a hard time getting into newer anime. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I think I'm just like not the target audience anymore.
You get older. It's the sad
Yeah,
truth.
yeah, I'm just- I'm older.
It appeals to you less.
Yeah, I was like, there's so much to keep up with. Like, maybe I'm just not. God forbid. Maybe I'm just not into anime like I used to be when I was younger. Like maybe just it doesn't light a fire in me anymore.
Yeah.
And then we started watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I was getting that same feeling of like, oh my god, I can't wait to watch the next episode. And I was like, oh, it's not that my interest has changed. It's just that my interest has been the same since like 2000 whatever. And it's just because I tried reading it when I was in middle school, but I dropped it because it was too dark for me.
Right.
Same thing happened with Nana, where I tried reading Nana when I was a kid, but like the themes are too mature for me. So then I read
That is definitely an adult manga.
yeah, I reread it when it was like 2 years ago. And I really enjoyed it. And I'm like, wow, I don't think I would have been able to appreciate it as much if I were still a kid.
It's really popular on social media now, right, Nana?
Nana, is it?
I always see news about it.
It's kind of made a resurgence because it's the same situation as Emily, where it's like I think a lot of people tried reading it when they were younger, but that is obviously among a not for
Yeah.
younger audiences.
It's like whenever I see like performative males memes, they're like, I've read Nana.
Actually, Didus is one of what got me into Nana.
Performative man. I'm
No.
kidding. I'm kidding.
He had the,
Nana's good.
No, it is. It's like guys going, I heard Nana.
he has
I get women's struggle.
he had the whole box set in Maine.
Whoa.
And he's like, well, you should read it. It's really good. Like you should try rereading it. So just one summer I was in Maine and I just read all through Nana. And it's so good.
I'm convinced every toilet Didus has ever owned is the Library of Alexandria. It's like, this motherfucker has a manga library in every toilet I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
I gotta know, how long does he spend in the toilet? Because if I was him, I would spend long enough in the toilet. I
Yeah.
wouldn't leave.
He takes kind of a long while. He also poops a lot too.
That's my brother right there.
He doesn't poop a lot. He's just reading a lot of manga.
Full Metal Alchemist. Keep going.
Oh my god, yes, that's right. I really liked it. And then I remember the scene that I cried in was
Which one?
La, 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 la,
okay,
la, la,
it was when Colonel Mace Hughes died, and then right after I knew that happened. That's what made me drop the manga when I was 11.
He
but then,
definitely knows about this.
oh, okay,
He
that's
definitely know
fine.
about this spoiler.
Okay.
This is it's often discussed as like the
It
one thing that
was-
the original did better than
The manga.
Okay, what is it?
Hugh Mays.
It was the
Yeah.
scene
Okay.
after when like Winry receives the news,
Yeah.
and the line she says is like, "Oh, I just,"
La, la, la,
she's like, I learned how to make the apple pie that his wife makes. I was really hoping that one day he could taste. Oh, no, I was like, no.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, all good. Go.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
The last thing I heard was it was really sad when Rinri said.
No, that's a touch. In the original anime, didn't do much. I'd say so one thing that I think they did really good. I would go and watch the scene.
Oh, we want to watch the original because Daida said that he prefers the
It gets really dark.
the Chimera
Yeah,
scene in the
Yeah.
original.
It also gets really weird because they're like World War II. Like what? It gets really weird.
Yeah.
Very, very weird because they made it with anime.
Yeah. The original has its merits.
This is back in the day when anime had like anime original endings.
They loved it.
Yeah, yeah. And now they don't feel the need to do that anymore, and they just leave it on like a sequel that will may or may not ever happen.
I'm out of ammo. I used 200 rounds already.
But it's good to know that it's aged well, and you still really like it. 'Cause
I really like it.
I'm gonna watch it one day. I know it's a meme, but I am. But
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I'm like terrified because I'm like, shit. What if I don't like it?
He will like it.
No, I think
I'd be very surprised.
as I was watching it, I was like, Gart would like this.
It's a very good story.
Yes.
Yeah, it's everything you like about anime, for sure.
Okay.
One thing that I've enjoyed about watching older shows lately is that, like, I feel like there's a bigger variance in, like, art styles that I really like to see. Whereas I feel like in the little bit more new anime, I feel like I'm watching sometimes the same art.
You know what I loved about Fullmetal Alchemist? The fight choreo.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know how I mentioned that like I don't really care for fight scenes very much in shonen.
Yeah.
I think I realized I don't care that much if 90% of it is effects.
Yeah.
I just I tune out.
Yeah, because we spoke about this. It's, like, very flashy.
Yeah, it is very
tons of
flashy. Where it's like you got the
fucking
like
light changes.
cubes
Yeah.
exploding. You got that frames.
Mommy.
The thing is, they look visually stunning, but
Yeah.
like. I think for me, I just really liked seeing. I like that the movements were slower and that you could see the characters like kind of using.
You
the
like the
environment.
fist to fist.
I like the fist to fist.
Every fight with Lance is always really fun to watch.
Yeah.
It keeps it close on him, and it feels like very martial arts inspired, but
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. You know what else I've been watching?
Is it your newest obsession?
It's not my obsession.
Okay.
But I started watching SpongeBob.
Oh.
You started recently.
No.
No, I watched it during COVID for the first time.
Yeah. I've only seen like the first like a few episodes for Anime Club.
Oh, why?
So you never grew up
good.
with it?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
It is when you become, to reference memes, you become the fucking...
I didn't realize how many memes are in early SpongeBob.
Yeah, you can pause at any time in any episode.
Duh.
It's probably a meme.
There's memes where I thought they were edited, and then I see the frame in the episode.
Like the hyper realistic ones and shit like that.
Yeah, there's
Fucking
one.
Patrick. Getting, like, sucked off by something.
The one where the TV screen at Plankton's place, it says like 50% C, 50% weed. I thought that was an edit for years. And then I saw it in the episode.
I think the one where he's looking out the window is from there as well. The one where SpongeBob like goes to like Sandy's house and is really dry.
That one's my favorite. That one's my favorite. It's so funny.
That episode is one of the best episodes of SpongeBob.
It's such a relatable thing to do. So good.
It's so quotable too.
Are you just going through all of like the Golden Age classics? Because I know.
I think so.
Yeah, because you guys recently just finished King of the Hill as well,
Oh
right?
my god, that was last year's show. Yeah.
was last year's show?
We finished King of the Hill. I really liked it.
Good Hill Song.
I really will.
I've
What?
never got. I say this because I only watched King of the Hill as a Brit growing up when it was like
Oh,
playing
damn,
on.
that's right. I keep forgetting. None of you are American.
Yeah, we don't have that.
We don't have
Okay,
it.
never
No.
mind.
It's like incredibly American humor.
It is like
Yeah.
the most American humor, and this was like before I met Sydney, before anything. It was just the random American TV show that played on like late night TV, and I was like,
Yeah.
as a Brit.
I literally have all of my information on King of the Hill just from me.
Oh, pockets.
It's like all I hear. Or just like, you know, every now and then you hear like the goddamn Bob. Like,
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I think everything I've been watching in the past few years has just been like stuff I've missed out on in my childhood. Like Titus is
Really?
You're becoming like the anti-Wii. You started off with like a Wii button, and now you're like, okay, here's like pop culture.
yeah, he's everything else.
Yeah,
back in the day that I
yeah,
miss, you know.
Do you think? Did you enjoy King of the Hill?
I did. I
How
mean,
many seasons?
there's like
are there?
16 seasons or something.
Holy shit.
How many episodes is that?
I don't know, but it was like a nightly ritual. Every night when we had dinner, we boot up King of the Hill.
Yeah, I remember some whenever
269 episodes.
Oh my
whenever
god.
you guys are watching it. Tyus always does this. Whenever he's watching something, he'll have to tell you he's watching it, but also that you should watch it. So like when you're watching this, every
Oh, I
other
took
day
them
I'll
out?
like, text
Damn.
you, like, you watch King of the Hill? I was like, I'm not watching King of the Hill. He's like, you should watch King of the Hill. And then it was The Sopranos.
Oh yeah, he got into the.
He got into The Sopranos, and every time we play games, he'd be like, hey, you've seen The Sopranos? No, I haven't seen it, Titus.
But yeah, okay. What do you think? What was the appeal of you for King of the Hill? Do you just like really vibe with the humor, or like?
It's more heartwarming than I expect. Okay, so when I was a kid, I didn't watch it because number one, it was creepy. I don't think I would understand the jokes. Number two, I thought the art was ugly. But like, it's charming now. Watching it, that like distinct style.
Yeah, because I think I would appreciate it now because now I know what true American culture is. You know? I've been to the Midwest, you know.
Yeah.
That was definitely kind of like looking forward to it to be like, okay, this is what sometimes is portrayed in Hollywood and stuff like that.
Got it.
I don't know.
It's like a slice of life.
Is it the American slice of life?
King of the Hill is a slice of life.
King of the Hill is the American slice of life.
Yeah,
That's actually
it is.
such a great way to describe it. You've also been watching I was gonna say Witch Hat Atelier.
Yes.
Yeah, I've watched that too.
I see all the art you've been drawing of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
It's so
exciting.
good.
I'm not
What?
caught up yet.
Yeah, it's really good.
What?
Oh. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that.
You can talk about it.
Can I talk about it?
Yeah, you can talk
Oh, you
about
saw
it.
my Instagram story.
I did, and like I stopped for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, "Is this a bit?"
I wrote it.
Yeah.
What?
He lost the challenge.
I lost the challenge in a special that's coming out. And that was my punishment.
Why would you do that to him?
Because I was originally I was like maybe I should do
You
something.
know the internet will rip him apart.
Yeah.
Well,
and they did, trust me.
Well, originally I was going to put something political, so actually it was a better idea.
Yeah.
Maybe it was worse. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. But I got a lot of messages from friends being like, I believed you.
No.
I can't
What?
believe you would say that.
I could.
You
What
don't
happened?
believe me?
See, I had to make it believable. I had to make people think that he actually wrote
Yeah.
it.
What happened?
You've also been watching I was gonna say Witch Hat Atelier.
Yes.
Yeah, I've watched that too.
I see all the art you've been drawing of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Very
so
exciting.
good.
I'm
Yeah.
not
What?
caught up yet.
Yeah, it's really good.
What?
Oh. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that on this episode.
You can do it.
Can I talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw my Instagram story.
I did, and like I stopped for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a bit?
I wrote it.
Yeah.
What?
He lost the challenge.
I lost the challenge in a special that's coming out, and that was my punishment.
Why would you do that to him?
Because I was originally I was like maybe I should do
You
something.
know the internet will rip him apart.
Well,
And they did.
well, originally I was going to put something political, so actually it was better.
Yeah.
It was worse, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know, but I got a lot of messages from friends being like, "I believed you."
No,
I can't believe you would say that.
I could.
You could believe me?
See, I had to make it believable. I had to make people think that he actually
Yeah.
Because if it was too obvious, it wouldn't work.
In my head, I was like, I think this is rage bait.
It is.
I was like, but also, if Joey straight up said to me, like, I don't think Witch-Hatatelli is good, I would have been like, okay.
Dumbass.
Like, I could see that being a Joey.
Okay, Arthur.
This isn't like, oh, okay.
And he takes fall damage.
Rage bait because half the people were just like, base Joey? And I'm just like, no, actually, I don't.
Where did you go?
It's really good.
Oh, he's all the way down there now.
You did a good job on that.
Wow.
That was all Connor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Evil.
Rage bait is not.
Yeah.
Evil man.
So I'm here to confirm with you, it's a very good show.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
It wasn't obviously the listeners. I wrote a story on Jerry's story.
Who's hungry, me?
I took a picture of Jerry and I wrote, which had to tell you is mid. I don't know why you guys are hyping this up.
Yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of people believe it.
No.
So I look forward to that in the upcoming special.
That's so stopped.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, what?
That's not what I've heard.
7 bullets.
It's amazing.
I only need
So
one
good.
Yeah, so thanks for that.
for myself. Demon God.
Hey, you like it though.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
What's dumb is that people believed it when you were literally the week of on Trash Taste. You're like, yeah, I watched it. It's great.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh, fuck. I don't know, to be honest.
I thought it'd be Riche.
I like Riche, but I don't know if she's my favorite necessarily. Honestly, I think it might be like I think it might be Coco. I really like Coco as a character, like as a main character. I finished season 1.
You finished season 1?
Yeah,
Shit.
I
Wait, is
finally
it
caught
over
up.
now?
No, it's not over yet.
Well, I've caught up. Yeah,
Okay,
whatever
okay,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
on episode 9, I think. Or something.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite?
What do you guys think about the fucking scene in, was it like episode 6?
with the dragon.
With the
Oh,
dragon?
yes. Nice.
Yeah, my god.
Bro, I mean, I remember you talked about it on the anime club, so I was
Yeah.
looking forward
Wow,
to
do
it,
you see
and
those
I was
curves?
like, God was cooking. He knows ball.
God, the scene when he comes out with the pen and it just like past the sky. Such an incredible scene.
I love the whole sequence.
No,
where
damn it, I wanted you.
They have to like save someone in the water. But that whole thing felt like a plan. It's like, what the hell is the kid doing going in the water? What the hell is he doing? What the hell is all this? All this felt like stage. They're like, oh no, help us, we're drowning.
Hold on, I have to go do laundry.
Down there. How did you do that? But yeah, I thought that whole episode's really cool. But I've been really enjoying the show, and I'm glad that it's already in the start, which was what I was hoping I mentioned to you. I wanted the show to kind of go down this kind of more, you know, kind of debate of the who deserves magic and why is it getting.
I know it's crazy, but I think this guy might really like Luna. Archaic.
Vitally important they didn't veer off course at the start of the offensive and cost valuable time. Sometimes a crew member would actually have to walk in front and guide it. This was a particularly dangerous task at night with the exhausted pilot. Tell me, what do you think?
Hey, just ride on. Shenanigans in Zero, you literally cannot play Remiel without her engine, not because of gameplay, but because, wow, the alternate scan looks so damn good with it. Shenanigans.
Spain, what's with you? Something this happened because the US is taking. What? Yeah, it's real. You know we were. We need to get out of that. 51. You're getting 51 million?
Oh.
At the IRS. It's like the US. See, now the fact is out of work. It's fair, I know it's. So Allah says it. Organization. Money for
Nah. Back to it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really interesting. We already started seeing Kifri kind of start doing some unsavory things to keep the secrets. And you're like, oh, hell yeah.
my morally great king.
I wanted.
Let's go.
I like Elrugio.
Of course.
Oh.
Is it?
Whoa, why are you laughing?
This is not surprising.
Blackhead characters.
Yeah. The moment I saw Kiefer, I'm like, Ellen's not gonna like that. White hair, out of the question.
Oh, it looks disheveled. It looks like he doesn't get enough sleep.
Is it?
He looks like he has emotional baggage. I gotta fix it.
Gremlin energy.
Oh.
He's the most unk I've ever seen.
I
man.
know.
Yeah.
God,
What a man.
He's what I aspire to be at that age, you know? Just kind of like, just fucking chill.
He
Yeah.
seems like he's got it figured out. He's like, I just make light stones. I don't know, just fucking light things up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I'm excited. I don't want to read the manga. The anime is so good. But I don't want to. Although I really want to.
The art in the manga is so good.
It is.
I'm glad the anime is as pretty as it is.
One more.
I remember when it first got announced, I was like, how the hell are they going to adapt
Look at this.
how beautiful the line work is? And the anime looks incredible. It's like movie quality every episode.
I love when they do all the storybooks too and the different animation styles.
Got it.
Yeah.
This is so beautiful to look at.
Yeah, it makes lore dumps way more interesting to look at than just
Yeah,
like,
true. I guess because sometimes the lore dumps can be a bit excessive, right? How do you get people to care
Yeah.
when you're like waiting for the next flashy moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a really good job, and everything in the show has been amazing so far. I'm excited to see. Hopefully, we don't have to wait too long for season 2.
Well,
I know.
they took this long to make the.
I know.
to make the
I'm worried
adaptation.
about
I'm
it.
hoping they just announce season 2, just like right off the bat. You know. Yeah.
Just don't want a One Punch Man scenario. So it's like, yeah, we went all out in the first season. Didn't really.
No,
We didn't plan.
no.
We're burned out.
Could never.
And the
No.
second
I
one-
don't think they will, no.
Nah.
I hope not. Well, this is the same studio the Zom 100.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
They did not handle that production well.
No.
Unfortunately, they had an amazing couple of first episodes.
We had an amazing couple of first episodes, and then the last 3 episodes were delayed so
What?
long that they had to air in a separate season, because they didn't have the TV slots to air the episodes. So we had to wait like 4 months to get the finale.
Just hope we can get it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oil.
I think they've learned their lesson from Zom 100.
Yeah, and it seems like it's all going great, and hopefully there's enough funding and people really want it. And
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. It's definitely the most talked about.
Yeah. Is there anything else you're watching, playing recently?
No.
So, so first of all, I want to talk about you've made the 8 Love and Deep Space videos,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Is that like you're going to make more videos, or because you sound like you're like, I gotta stop.
I want to move on to other things. I want to move on to other things.
Which, how many of the videos in the last 2 years are Love and Deep Space? Like,
8.
No. Like you've only made 8 videos.
Oh, no,
Like how
no,
many
no, no.
videos? Because you've done like other videos too. But like, what's the breakdown of like if you?
What's the
Emily uploads a
percentage?
video-
Yeah. Is there more Love and Deep Space videos than not? The fact that you even have to think about it.
It's like either Love and Deep Space or a cafe.
Right.
Or food. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's just Love and Deep Space, anime cafes, Love and Deep Space, anime cafes.
This is a mix, yeah. For sure.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
But look, here's the truth, right? Is that people watch you because they like your personality and they like the way you tell stories. So I don't think it matters what you upload. I think people just want to see you have fun and be passionate.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Like, luckily, my viewers have been so nice about it. Like, almost too nice. I'm like, you can tell me if you want me to like move on to other stuff. But they'll be like, oh, I don't play this game, but you know, I like hearing you yap about it. So like, go ahead.
But also as a viewer, it's like, okay, well, I might not be into this Love and Deep Space thing, but you'll talk about American foods next week, and that's cool.
Well, you see, the thing is, I don't even need to talk about food that much. I really don't.
It's okay.
I don't even.
We do it every week.
I don't consider myself like a foodie or anything.
No one does.
But I feel like wait, what?
No one does.
No one watches your videos thinking you're a foodie.
No, that's not what I meant. That is not what I meant.
I thought that's what you meant.
That was like the coldest burn. It's like no one does. No, I was like, no one considers. What I meant to mean was like no one considers themselves a foodie when they start off. You know, they just enjoy food.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
But I think also I feel like the only thing I got going on in my life is like oshikatsu and like eating. You know what I mean?
The simple life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair, as long as it makes you happy.
So, where'd you go from here after? Have you made your last anime cafe video, or do you plan on making more?
There's something
I don't know. See, the way I do it is just like if I feel inspired to like make a video on a particular topic, I'll just go for it.
Obviously, you've obviously been doing Spilled Ink a lot now too.
Yeah, that too. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
So there's that as well. It's been a very busy year.
Yeah, because like, did you ever go through a phase where I'm sure like a lot of storytime YouTubers go through this phase where they just kind of like run out of stories to tell, or like run out of like life lore that they can tell?
Well, I think a lot of the life lore I have left is stuff I'm just not comfortable talking about, like on like a public platform.
Yeah.
So like sometimes people are like, "Oh, did you run out of stories?" I'm like, I just don't have any that are like comfortable to share. Like, I'll give a quick example. I won't get into it because I don't want to open that can of worms. But like, a lot of my life growing up was spent in the church. So I have a lot of church stories, but I don't want to delve into that.
Just in case he's out there, you don't want to. You don't want to upset him.
Also, like for the record, like I'm not religious, but my parents are, and like they watch my stuff. Like I don't want to make them sad, you know?
Right. Well, what would you gain from making that video? Like,
Exactly.
Is it worth putting straight on that relationship?
Is it worth seeing people argue in my comment section? Like, I don't think so. And like, I'm not saying that like, oh, if you talk about your like past religious experiences, it's like you're bringing bad negative energy. I'm just like, you know, people talk about it. Like I commend them because I don't have the courage to.
It's an individual's choice.
Sure. You could make one of them, like, you know how when they leave the Mormon churches, they do like a BuzzFeed video. They're like,
those are so interesting.
You know what? Why Christianity maybe isn't as interesting? Like, yeah, I just didn't really gel with it anymore.
All right.
Those are really interesting though. But they were so dramatic. The thumbnail, why I left the church. Sorry, I'm getting inside that. Go ahead.
Just call out Johnny Harris.
Hey, I'll watch it.
That is literally like the first one, and then you fall into the rabbit hole of that. You know?
There's a lot of people that talk about it.
Yeah.
I do. So you know how I used to make those like childhood crush videos?
Yeah.
That's my. I peaked at childhood crushes too. I've accepted that fact. Like long ago. That's my magnum opus. But the reason why I stopped doing those is because I feel like at a certain point you kind of just hear the same crushes. Because like I'm talking with other like fellow millennials who grew up with the exact same media, and you're gonna hear repeats. However, I feel like now I want to talk about like adult fictional crushes. Like, you know, maybe I don't want to give an example. I'm scared.
Look, I've admitted to way more embarrassing.
Okay, so my friends think I'm crazy for this. Is Steve Carell not hot?
No, I think Steve Carell's hot.
Okay,
He's got a youthful energy to him.
No, it's
like,
the salt and pepper hair.
Okay, well, Emily, I wasn't going for that point. You just want a man that's old. She's like salt and pepper. He's close to black hair, and it can't be black. No, Steve Cross energy is attractive.
Yeah.
To me.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like women always have like more interesting answers when it comes to like adult crushes a lot of times because you find like a lot more varied answers, whereas men are just like way too simple sometimes. You know.
You think so?
I don't know.
I think it depends because, like, you know, we've been seeing that huge wave of like girlies crushing on like Pedro Pascal and shit like that, and I feel like every girl on the internet is like, "Oh my god, Pedro Pascal, so hot." And
What,
it's
2
like,
years ago? What the fuck? I haven't seen
I
this
think
in a
it's
while.
right now. I've been seeing a lot of like Ryan Gosling from
'cause he's
Prodigy
always-
Hail
'cause-
Mary.
'cause
yeah, but
Hail
Ryan Gosling's
Mary.
always been hot.
He's like, I love Froggy Hail Mary, but damn, bro, he's not a scientist.
He's too hot.
It's too
Let's see.
When I first
Lawrence
watched
Spears.
the movie
a
with
lot of
Titus, I was
things.
like, he's too hot for this role because he's supposed to be like, oh,
A loser
loser
teacher.
failure.
Yeah,
Like, I have nobody in my life. I'm like, I don't believe that.
Yeah,
Like this
he's
is not
always
this
the
is
most
not a
attractive
boy
person.
failure. You know why are you trying to sell this boy failure
Yeah.
image to me? You know.
I don't know why. Why is there an abundance of Ryan Gosling reaction images? Like, there's so many like images of him doing things that are great for like sending. Like, there's one I always see, and it's him at the beach. It's like me when I can't remember what.
I've not seen these.
I haven't seen
There's
these either.
one that I literally see all the fucking time, and the caption will be like, "How it feels to have that one friend who can't say no to alcohol," and it'll be like, this fucking.
Oh,
dude, you
okay,
see
yeah,
this
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
play the fucking video.
I
I have
haven't
seen
seen
No,
this.
play the
Let's
fucking
see.
video.
Yeah, play the video.
There's like, this one. I think it might be
Then
this
I'm
one.
lost.
Or like, yeah, it's like this.
Yeah.
It's
How
like
life
always
feels
like,
when that red flag is you.
there's like so many of him.
I haven't seen
What the fuck? I
these.
see this all the time with like so many different captions.
Ryan Gosling's just one of those actors where it's like he has that like kind of wave of meme potential because you know we all remember the fucking Ryan Gosling eating cereal memes.
Oh,
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
or the
yeah.
Blade Runner.
Or the Blade Runner one, yeah.
Yeah.
Just something about his behavior that's just like very memeable.
Got a
for whatever
memeable
reason.
face.
He does have a
He's
memeable
like,
face.
They got rid of
Anthony
premise.
Starr, Homelander. He's like got so many
Oh
different
yeah,
reaction
That
images.
is
Well,
Where
that
his
was-
cheeks blow up.
Yeah.
I fucking love that one.
I was thinking about that one.
Homelander cheeks blow.
Yeah.
To the audio listeners, it's the one where like he's like, you're like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Why is it edited so well?
yeah, the original image is crazy too. Look
Yeah.
at the-
Yeah.
I love this.
Oh my god.
Like, oh my god, no.
The edits are so funny.
Cracks me up. He's got such a good reaction. He does so many. He farms them.
Oh,
Oh my
god.
God.
I mean, he also just had an amazing character.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the emotional range of the character really played to like the meme aspect of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Why do you think, you know, think about Ryan Gosling playing the boy failure. Why do you think boy failures and girl failures are so fucking popular?
Because they're relatable.
Is that the thing?
Like,
Does everyone want to be a boy
I
failure?
think everyone
fails
feels like a boy failure.
Finally, got
I
it.
think people want to root for a character who succeeds in spite of them being a boy failure or girl failure.
You should do childhood crushes, but like everyone you interview should be like the next generation down, like the Gen Z.
Oh
that-
my
What is,
god!
chickens?
Yeah.
I'd be, like,
that'll
so
send me spiraling.
Proudly so is my childhood crush.
That's gonna send me spiraling.
I'd be so interested to be like, okay, we've had all the answers in our generation.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what is it like the generation
I actually
down?
would love to hear that.
Yeah,
That
that'd be
sounds
really
fun.
interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
There
what
you
are
go.
the popular? Gojo, obviously. That's gotta be one of them.
I
Bluey.
guess so.
I don't know. Yeah, Gojo would probably be.
Yeah.
it feels
Would
like,
it be all anime characters now?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like JJK is kind of a stranglehold over like pop culture for like youth. I don't know. I feel like an old person saying youth.
Youth.
The youngins.
You know what experience I had recently that like
Oh no.
had me
Oh,
feeling like.
I'd love to hear.
So
Go
I was
on.
getting lunch with Titus, and this is when I had gotten my nails done, and they were all Cardcaptor Sakura themed. So I had like a different character on each nail. It was beautiful.
Oh no.
And I was eating at a cafe with Titus, and as I was checking out, the girl who was checking us
Checking
out,
you out?
Yeah.
checking me out, give me the bill.
Yeah.
How do I phrase it to not sound weird?
Cashier lady.
Cashing me out.
Cash.
Giving me the bill.
She's checking you out, I think, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? That's-
She looked to be like college age, maybe. Like definitely younger, but like old enough to work a part-time job, right? So she pointed at my nails. She's like, "Oh, Mitchikoi," and I was like, "Oh, hi." And she's like, "Oh, anime-ski desu ka?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hi." And I was like, "Oh, hora, Shaoran to Sakura desu," because I had Shaoran on one thumb, Sakura on the other. And she just goes, "Eh?" And I'm like, what do you mean, eh? What do you mean? This is Cardcaptor Sakura. This is one of the most iconic mahou shoujo anime of all time. What are you talking about? What? And then she like turned to look at her coworker, and I think she said something like, "Oh, like shiranai, like I don't know what that is."
Yeah.
And I was like, "How do you shiranai Cardcaptor Sakura?
What do you mean shiranai?
What do you mean shiranai? What?" I'm like, is this how
Your
like
icon's washed.
is this how Creamy Mommy fans felt in like the 2000s?
Yeah,
when they found
probably.
when they found out the new generation just said like, no, I don't know. I don't know. I was shocked. I was like, there's no way.
It's like who?
Who's Creamy Mommy?
It's another magical girl.
Magical girl before.
Oh.
Before,
Yeah.
like an older magical
Yeah.
girl.
Damn. Okay.
Between Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon, there was Creamy Mommy.
Oh, okay.
It's not a great name in English.
Oh, okay. I do recognize this. Yeah.
I just
Very cute
thought,
art style.
Yeah.
I thought like, I don't know. I thought Cardcaptor Sakura was just so iconic that there's no way you wouldn't know.
I actually think outside of like pretty diehard anime fans, like only Sailor Moon really
Yeah.
know about the.
Yeah, I'd say like, most anime fans I feel only know Sailor Moon and maybe like Madoka.
But even then, I was Madoka, not really outside of.
Yeah,
anime
not
fans.
really, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, magical girls just don't have the same popularity as I think they did in the 90s, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the goats are washed, unfortunately.
Yeah. Everyone just wants to watch Jujutsu Kaisen, thirst over Gojo.
Yep. The shoujo genre is kind of in its dire straits,
Creepy.
I feel.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I imagine though that it's kind of coming back because it's like a big resurgence in like I don't know what the term for it is. Obviously, like ghetto culture is like huge now.
The Y2K stuff.
Like Y2K, I think like big, pretty pink is coming back.
I am loving that the Y2K look is coming back.
Yeah. I mean, Garrows are coming back, but they're mostly mainly focused on like male-centric shows. Like there's a Garrow show.
I mean, just like pop culture as well. In general. Like, it's a style.
Yeah, like that cheetah print, the pink cheetah print, with, like long nails.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, yeah, like you mentioned, there are more shows.
Yeah. I mean, there's a Garrow show airing this.
Uh-oh, everyone's
and,
fighting.
I think ever since it's not Mario Kids game. I remember like, the amount of attention dress up Darwin got, and then after dress up Darwin was like it's so many gay women.
Well, I think like, it should be a romance, and the girl is Garu, as opposed to look, guys, she's Garu. That's the whole point of the show.
For no reason.
I feel like that makes a lot more compelling characters to follow, like Matt Marin, right? I think like the fact that she is Garu, but that's not has nothing to do really with like what the show is.
Yeah.
It's more impactful.
I was gonna let you live
Look,
because
it's a Garu show. It's I got reincarnated in the world of Garus. It's like okay. Fine, I guess.
Gals can't be kind to the couples.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and the title was AIDS.
What?
It's AIDS, dude. The title sucks. It sucks. That title sucks. God, can we come up with some creative titles, please? Fuck me.
I mean, that's a lot of modern anime titles, Joey. Is this why you stopped watching anime?
That's why I can't take half of modern anime seriously, because it's fucking titles like this.
Well, it's interesting how in the
It's like
West,
I know the entire premise of this anime just purely based off the title.
in the West, right, we had to shorten titles because, you know, back in the day when you had the TV, right? Remember the little like the
Oh, is that why
DVR?
they did that?
Yeah, because like you can't see what the fucking title is if it's too long because it goes, you know, you have the boxes. So they had to shorten everything to like Lost, 24, Prison Break. You know, everything's really like.
Oh, I thought they did that because they wanted like more memorable titles.
No, I think it was to mostly. I think a big fit was like your thing needs to fit in the.
I mean, it probably helps as well to make it memorable, right?
Did you actually have any sources of this?
I read it. I don't have a source ready. Let's Google it.
I was like, I don't know enough about
What's
this
it called?
topic, but,
Google, did they shorten TV shows for DVR? Abbreviate.
abbreviate.
But it's DVR, right? That's what it was called? The system?
I don't know.
Often abbreviate like law and order for efficiency and rapid communication. Shorthand allows. Okay, so that's
Okay,
like,
so
Okay.
kinda, yeah.
Okay. Kind of, maybe. This is also an AI overview as well.
yeah, it's
I
true.
mean,
Yeah.
also, you know, as Emily was saying, like, I feel like shorter titles also help with just like it being memorable and just easy to remember.
Well, I
right?
think I think a lot
Nice
of anime
Pirate
titles
Island.
are like this, just because it's literally how we title YouTube videos, right?
Yeah.
Because when they started off as like manga or light novels, you kind of you have to stand out some way.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of like almost clickbait.
It's all SEO driven now.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
like, especially with like the Naruto kind of like movement. It was like you needed the title to be clickbait in
Yeah.
order for the audience to even click on your show or your story. And then you end up with titles like these, unfortunately, which are not optimized at all.
Take us back, bro. Take
yeah.
us back to the one-word titles. I miss that shit. Easy to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Shonen Jump never needs to go through this problem, because it's like you're part of Shonen Jump, you're already gonna be published, and
Yeah.
you're gonna already have eyes
The
on you.
longest Shonen Jump will go
Yeah.
is the something of something. That's it.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
longer than that.
Yeah, or just
Yeah.
have the main character name as a title.
Yeah.
You know?
One thing that I realized we haven't spoke about yet.
I need a water one.
Whoa,
yeah.
okay, you didn't work on a manga. It was a manga
It was
submission
a
for a
one-shot.
contest.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
That's
you
a-
submitted a manga to a
It
competition.
wasn't like a full manga. It was one shot, but hey, it was fucking cool.
Yeah,
It was
that's
fucking
cool.
awesome. Both of you
Oh,
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You wanna talk
Oh,
about
no,
that?
no,
It was,
thank
it was, it was all
Oh, yeah,
her.
sure.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
talk about
because
it.
I watched the video. It was very sweet. Obviously, Grant reacting is always very wholesome. And, you know, watching you guys share the work was really cool. It was very, very hard.
Thank you.
Yeah, super cool.
It was a really good
Yeah.
experience. I feel like I leveled up from it.
Fire
Yeah,
and
I
water.
feel like I was
Signing
actually
up.
worried because I was like, I know how much work this is gonna take, and I know how busy you guys are. So I was like, I was preparing the like, it's okay, you guys didn't, you know, end up finishing it. At least we managed to do a project together. And the fact that you finished, how many pages was it in the end?
It was like 40.
Like 40 pages.
Damn.
I was like,
Traditionally inked, by the way.
yeah.
Damn.
I was like, holy shit, Emily, you fucking locked in.
Thank you.
That was an incredible month of just like pure work. So congrats on like I say congrats.
No, congrats to you as well. You're part of the project,
Where's
too.
Jocho?
Yeah,
and Dinas as well. Like you guys locked in, and I feel like I didn't see you guys much for a month, and you know, totally understandable. And I think you should. I mean, I'm proud of the final.
Oh,
and I think you should
cute.
be as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was really nervous because I was
yeah.
like, oh, like what if, I don't know, just like what if.
No, it was fucking, what?
Because it's like
Yeah.
I'm trying like a new medium,
Yeah.
and like, but it was a really good experience, and I was really surprised actually at the number of people who were commenting like, "Oh, I cried watching the episode," and at first I was like, "BS, no, you didn't." Like they're just saying that to be nice, and like I get it, they're trying to be nice, but I didn't think it was like a genuine comment. But then I would start receiving messages from like friends who were like, "Oh, I watched your Spilding episode with Garnt, and it made me cry." I was like,
Yeah, it made me
"Why?" What? Really? I think because I spent so much time with it that any emotional
You hate it,
impact you
right?
would get from like a
Yeah.
like reading it for the first time.
I mean, there's no
it's completely lost.
there's no surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no surprise anymore. And I think when I first read it, it had been a while since I visited that story, I guess. In my mind, you had been living with it every day for, I think, how long were you working on it? Like full time?
I think like a month.
Like it felt like a month. Like you were a month just drawing these characters, living the story. And I'm exactly the same. When I like finished writing it, I was like, when I pitched it to you guys, I was like, I don't even know if this is a good story. I hope Emily and Didas like it.
No, we really liked
And
it.
you guys liked it. I was like, oh, fantastic. And I was like, maybe it's not as good as what I remember. And then even when I was like reading it for the first time in a while, I was like, all right, they fucking nailed it. Because I got emotional reading the ending, and I wrote the story. But
That's how you know you cook, bro.
just
Fine,
you guys
ignorance.
bring the characters to life and bring the story to life was like such a magical feeling. So,
Yeah.
you guys did a great job.
I think like obviously because we're YouTubers, right? We're always kind of forced to be somewhat creative for our jobs, but you know that's kind of a given. And then to it's easy
I
to
need
do the
butterfly
same thing
repels.
and keep doing it and make the same videos. But
Let's
I think
see.
it was, probably resonate with a lot of people. It's like, hey, you guys, it's obvious you guys pushed yourself out of your comfort zone. You did something that wasn't, it's not clickbait. It's not like something that'll get you a ton of reward. It's like you just do it with passion. I think people will see that. And so I think that resonates with people.
Yeah.
To see you guys like put yourself out there and especially put your art out there. which is a reflection of himself.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off when Didus is like, my background, and I'm like,
that pisses me off so much.
Your shit is good. Just
Be proud.
Yeah. What do you think? Okay, now that it's all over, what do you think was like the hardest part of like this entire process? What did you find most challenging?
I'm trying to remember. Like
Damn, the
peeking
month
through
must
my
have been a blur.
memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it honestly was. It was. I think like just trying to do it fast was the hardest part. Because it's like traditional inking, you kind of have to be careful because if you mess up, you have to bring out the white out, which takes up more time.
There's no control Z.
Yeah. There's no lasso tool. You just have to get it right.
Does it look like you've whited it out too? Is it like obvious?
When you scan it, you don't see it. Which is why. Side note, it's one of the reasons why I love going to manga exhibits where they show the mangaka's original pages.
It's like all beat up.
Because you see
Yeah,
the
you can see
white
the
out.
whiteout,
You see the blue pencil marks that don't get picked up by the scans. And it kind of makes it feel more human. Like, whoa, you can see like where they effed up and had to redraw
The
them
chinks
out.
in the armor. Like you get to see like the process.
Yeah, and it's so cool. Like I love seeing just the little like scuff marks that they make. And funny, but it's funny because like even though I really appreciate seeing it in other people's work, every time I had to bring the white out, I was like, gotcha. I could have done it right the first time. Now it's gonna look ugly.
So, how did you find
Gunpowder.
how did you find the storyboarding aspect of it? Because
I think that was most fun for me actually.
that was the most fun.
Yeah, the storyboarding part was the most fun.
I think to me that's aside from writing the story, that's what required like the most brain power to have to review the storyboards to be like, is this the best way the story's presented? I don't know. Now I'm like double questioning myself, you know, in terms of like so many like little details.
Oh, so when you were working on it, did Garn like say like, hey, I think this scene will look like this, or was it like you just gave the story and you just came up with the storyboard? What was the process?
So the process was we storyboarded part of it, and then so as I was doing it, I would bring each page to Didus to be like, what do you think? Because like he reads a lot of manga, so he kind of has a good idea of like, oh, the bubble should be here, better for like following the eye line. And then I think, yeah, we showed Garnt the final storyboard, and then he would make some notes, and then we would like, change some pages and like some orders of the panels.
Yeah, because I wrote it like a screenplay, right?
Of course.
But unfortunately, manga and anime are two different mediums, right? And I think a mistake that people can think about manga is that they treat it like it's storyboards for the anime. Right? It's because it's a different storytelling medium, and you need to consider like different things as well. Unfortunately, my brain is just like programmed for anime, so
Alice
like a
Deal.
big challenge when reviewing any
Thanks for the
storyboards
Alice
is like
Deal.
I had the film playing out in my head, and I was like, which part of these films should
Crude oil.
like, should be shown on paper, and which parts should be like implied, and it was a really interesting balancing act, and learned a lot from just reviewing the storyboard and just seeing how like the way I envisioned the story kind of like translated into paper as well, and seeing your interpretation of like some of the story as well.
Yeah, because panel
Nice.
following is like such a subtle art, right? Because like people don't think about it when you're reading manga. That like the way that your eye tracks, from panel to panel, is so important to not only understanding what you're even looking at, but to even connect two different panels together to give it more context. And that like very subtle eye movement is like really fucking hard to make and make cohesive, you know?
It's very frustrating when you read a manga and the panel isn't laid out easily to follow.
Yeah. It's like no matter how like good the story is or the good the characters are or how much you're into it, if it flows incorrectly or flows in a way that's very jarring, then you're immediately like taken out of the whole thing, right?
How many do I have?
Would
3,000?
you want to make more stories? Or
I
more
do.
manga?
I think this project actually gave me kind of a bit of like a confidence boost in like wanting to draw my own like little one-shot story. Yeah.
Do it.
Do you have any ideas? You don't have to say them here.
I
but-
do, yeah. I have like a little notebook where I've already planned out like how many chapters it's gonna be, what's gonna happen
Hell
in
yeah.
each chapter,
Yes.
and then recently in like a Spill Dink episode,
Let's
Didus and I
see.
were creating
Futuristic
like,
set.
original characters.
Yeah.
So he was
Advanced
created
Workshop.
like a really cool original character based off a mantis shrimp, and
Oh hell yeah.
she looks so cool. And then I was designing the characters that I would have in the short story that I was working on. So it was a creative brainstorming process.
Yeah. Actually, that was like a really challenging process as well. Character design. How did you find the character design process in this particular work?
I feel like it's more fun, I think, in a collaborative setting.
Right.
It's fun to be like, ooh, which outfit between these outfits do you like the most? Which hair do you like the most? Yeah, literally, yeah, dress to impress, basically. But then if it's just me, it's like, well, what do I think looks better? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to have something.
Yeah, because it's so weird because I know like a lot of people, they create like OCs and then they try to like frame like a story around that OC, right? Whereas I've always come into it from like the complete opposite angle where I have a story and then I have characters that kind of like fit into the story.
Cold milk.
But a lot of the times I know the characters' characteristics, I know their, I know what they're personally like, but I don't always have like a clear like image of like what they look like.
No, I'm the same way. I could like come up with a whole lore and not have a single clue what the character looks like or even their name. Like I don't even have names for my main characters. Like in my notes.
For the characters that much?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're your babies. When I named Rin and Gaichi, I think I said this on the podcast, but they came out of a name generator.
Yeah.
And they were temporary names until you are far enough into the project where you realize that that's
But
just,
any name could have fit then and become the name, right? Any name you would have become attached to through the process, because you would have associated that name with the character.
What if your name wasn't Connor? Do you feel? Does he look like a Connor?
He does.
I have the most Connor white boy energy of all time.
Do you feel like the way you name, like when your parents named you, do you feel like subconsciously they were like, okay, subconsciously now you're like, I'm a Connor.
Do you have any almost names, like something you were almost named before they settled for Connor?
Yeah, there was some. I can't remember what they were though, but I remember they told me. Fuck, I wish I remember.
But you've probably had moments, right, where you've like looked at a person, you don't know their name, and you're just like,
Well,
that's
God,
Kevin.
it's like, well, what happened? Did they miswrite Grant or which?
Michael. Michael.
Actually.
I'm being
Yeah,
rude. I'm being rude.
Let's go back to the fire.
Where are we going with this, Connor?
Why is Gone catching strays, bro?
I had to.
Because I don't know if Barn would have been the same if they were like Bob and Claire, you know?
Yeah.
Bob
Four kids' names?
Yeah, some 4 kids' ass names, you know? Claire.
I mean, like even when it came to like the name like generator, it wasn't like the first name.
Right.
I just kept like clicking, and I was like,
I didn't do the first one, okay?
yeah, I didn't take the first one. I was like, that kind of feels like the vibe.
I don't know where to go for that.
You know,
I got the fragments.
Because like sometimes you have like the characteristic. Okay, let's do an example.
Okay.
How much food is in here?
So let's make up a
Too much
character.
food.
Let's say he's a gruff middle-aged man. Tough on the outside. Maybe has like a soft heart on the inside. Maybe he's like a bar.
Carl.
You know, can you kind of envision?
Yeah. You couldn't call him like.
All right, let's think up of a name.
Jonathan.
Let's think of a name. Does Eric?
No.
Not really.
That's what I mean. Though. That's like you have this character in mind.
There's a vague
But
image
then
when
are
you
you
think
saying
of,
that
right?
we are all assigned at birth our role depending on our name?
There must be something subconscious about.
Well, as Joseph the Sixth, I kind of was actually. So, I was actually signed my name.
If Gant implies, you know, Gant maybe doesn't sound like you would be a rough trucker in the middle of Arizona. Could you never live out your dreams of being a trucker in Arizona?
I'm sure you could, but there must be some subconscious bias to it, right? To like you have a name and you have a characteristic that's kind of like associated with that name.
It's like people who are called Baker are like slightly more higher chances of becoming a baker.
Yeah.
What, really?
Google this.
I thought that just meant the ancestors were like in the baking profession.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also something that happens when our name is.
Oh,
I'm sure
immense
if you wrote
heat.
Baker, and then I was like, what job do you want to do when you grow up?
Make bread.
Probably like a small part. Yeah, this is the one.
Are you more
I
likely
need
to be a
food.
baker if your
No,
name's
though.
Baker?
Well, this is like.
All right, this is like too philosophical.
Yeah. Kai, can you go to a list of like male names? Because like.
Well, this changes
North.
depending on the time a lot. I think like Bob was like the goat for a while.
Yeah, yeah. So this is like literally
Dungeon?
what I go through when I like make characters, where you kind of just like, okay, you have so this gruff kind of like bar owner. You go down, you're like, what does he kind of sound like? And you don't want to name that feels too generic either. So you just kind of like go down this until you kind of like something will just like kind of like jump out.
There
at
is
you.
no way there's 2 million Charleses. I don't believe that. I've only ever met like one Charles in my life.
That's true.
And it just makes me think, like, damn, how much pressure am I going to be on
Jeffree
when
Stocks
I like?
must be down. There is no. Jeffree Stocks must have plummeted. Benjamin as well, I imagine.
Yeah. And then it just makes me think, damn.
Oh shit.
This doesn't feel right. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I knew a couple of Raymond's growing up.
I've never met a single Dennis in my life.
I know it's
My
not.
uncle's
It's not
name
more.
is Dennis.
Raymond is more popular than Aaron, Tyler, Jerry. I don't know. I feel like.
No.
Damn, they're more over there.
It might be a generation thing as well. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because like I know Noah's a really popular name now. Like among kids
Well, this
now.
is range is crazy. Can you type in most popular baby names per year? Because there's like people with.
There you go, for 2025.
2025.
Yeah. Most popular name in the US, I think is Yeah. Liam, Noah, Oliver, Theodore.
Love the sword.
That tracks.
Is that the exit? Yeah, that's the exit.
Mateo?
Mateo.
Let's go see what we can get.
Really?
You have?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is Mateo Christian reference? Is it?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I feel like Mateo is like a. I was gonna say condiment. I meant
A condiment.
yeah, is a Christian Bible reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
It's like
I did not know that.
yeah,
Oh, it's just the Spanish version of Matthew.
yeah. But
Oh, okay.
That makes
Oh.
sense. Okay. Right. That's probably why. No, I know two babies.
Pretty special.
Levi.
That has to be Levi from Attack on Titan.
You,
Sure.
you, you think so? You
Well,
think
no one's
so?
naming their fucking kid after jeans, Gone.
What if they just really like jeans?
There are two kinds of people: people who name them babies after the Bible and anime characters.
Yeah, it just makes you think now. It's
Damn.
if I have kids, that's a lot of pressure to like.
If you had a daughter, would you name her Rin?
I wouldn't, mostly because I don't want her to, I don't know. To me, it'd be weird to have my daughter also have like a.
Oh, like an anime counterpart?
Yeah,
I
like
guess
an
that would
anime
be kinda
counterpart,
weird.
you know?
Okay.
I don't know how. If for example, if it was me, and my dad was like, yeah, I made a character, and you're named after that character.
You're named after my OC.
I'm like, Dad, I'm the second. I came second after your imaginary
You're my
character.
IRL OC.
Joey's the sixth, man.
No, that's different. He's that's a bloodline.
Yeah, that's a bloodline I'm following.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, dude. So now it's more pressure on me that I have to call myself. Because I'm breaking a 6th generation bloodline.
It's not like the world is gonna run out of room for something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. So I'm just like, fuck the bloodline.
But also, like, when you're
Exit.
this far down, you're like the sixth, right?
Yeah.
Damn,
With every generation, the pressure mounts.
do you want to be the combo breaker? You know, you're like,
Fuck. I'm thinking maybe to just make Joseph like the middle name. You know, keep it alive in some way, but maybe not the first.
okay.
I don't know.
Fence sitting the baby's name already.
Yeah. I don't want to completely kill it, but you know.
Oh, I'm just gonna tag that. Apologies.
No, but
How do we get on baby names?
Oh, talk about OCs.
yeah,
Make
like
you
characters,
serious.
OCs. Yeah, because I know Dad was in a lot of OCs, right? He has,
He has a good handful.
yeah, because sometimes I see some like the characterizations that you do with Dad. He has a whole idea for different OCs.
Not to talk about OCs. Maybe you should be League of Legends. You should see his design.
Why?
He looks really nice.
I don't know those. I have not kept up with any
Look,
stuff.
you got images?
Don't tell me.
There's
his name?
He looks very familiar to another character.
He does?
Yeah, everyone compared him to Nanami from.
Oh, he does have kind of the Nanami vibes, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Hold on, I'm too old for this. I saw that and I was like, yeah, it's kind of Vash the Stampede. with like
Everyone's just like League of Legends Nanami. Sorry to bring up because I have an original character, original. No.
Are you gonna play him?
Nice.
I'm not playing League.
yeah.
Are you still playing TFT?
I'm Emerald 3.
What the fuck? You're coding, bro. You're going crazy.
I treat
Smoke break.
TFT like a smoke break, or I'm like, I've done enough drawing, let me play quick TFT. Or if I'm like doing a really boring part of my video, like I'm just
Yeah,
coloring, I'll have TFT on the second screen. And I'm like,
I do miss it. I haven't played since October. I keep track like an alcoholic. I'm clean since October.
when are you gonna relapse?
Dude, I want you so bad. Because sometimes I'm like, because I don't even have it installed on my PC, League of Legends. I'm like, I wonder if I logged in right now, would Emily and Darius be online?
I probably would be
Yeah,
on
yeah.
TFT.
I'm like, shit, I do kind of want to play. And then also when I lose 2 hours to it, I'm like, I don't know if that felt good.
It feels so bad.
I never look back. Like when I play with you guys, it's fun, but then sometimes I'll play. But this is the thing, right? When you play a game that you play mainly socially, that you also play outside, it's like you're chasing that feeling of like,
Yeah, it's not the same.
I want that fun that I played with someone, and then when I play alone, and then especially when you lose, you're like, what am I doing? Why am I here?
That's just every competitive game. That's
Yeah,
why
that's
I can't. I get so addicted to competitive games, and you get to that point where you're just like, it's just depression. You're like,
Yeah.
you just start losing. You're only winning like 50% of the game, and your emotional state is whether your last game went good or went badly.
But that's
You know?
why ranked is fun when you play a lot of it, because essentially every time it resets, you stomp everyone until you get to your actual rank.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, it's not fun. Now I'm actually losing.
I'm not the best anymore.
Nah, fine. I like
fun.
him as getting top 3.
Did you get into Slay the Spire too?
I did not.
You did not.
Oh yeah,
I did.
I went over to play with when it was during the manga.
Oh,
And
okay.
Emily was like, yeah, let's play. And then Emily made this awesome fucking pasta, which was so calorific. And then Emily started playing, and then I heard, and I looked over, and Emily had passed out. So I went over, and I was like playing on the laptop. I was like, huh? But no, yeah, I was like, how you doing, Emily? You're like, I slept 2 hours. I slept 2 hours. I was like, oh, so the manga's going well. Yeah, I got gotten into Slay the Spire.
I tried playing it the day after. I was like, eh.
Damn.
Damn, I guess Slay the Spire 1 was all you needed.
Yeah.
You got hooked on Slay the Spire.
I did. I was obsessed.
Did.
I try not to get into games because I feel like I'm either completely disinterested or it consumes my life for
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
months.
I feel like
0
that's,
100.
dare I say, with most of your hobbies, that is, you're all or nothing.
Yeah, you don't
That
normally
is-
casually go into things, do you?
That is
Yeah.
true,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
That is true.
Anyone ever told you that?
Huh. Why do I function like that?
I think a lot of people
I'm
function like that.
having a really hard time kind of getting into stuff. Like, I really don't want to commit. And, like, that's why I try to play games that are, like, experiences that end so that I don't get hooked. Because League took years from me. But I mean, I really look back fondly on my time playing it, obviously. But I worry about, like, I'm like, I really don't think I have time. I don't think I
Nice.
can be doing
Yeah,
this.
it's called being an adult.
Yeah.
Shit, I got responsibilities.
That's why I
need to
can't
do.
start an MMO anymore. Like, because I know that's just going to consume my entire life.
And there's no end to that.
And there's no end.
Yeah, MMOs are like, how would you like to ruin your life?
Yeah.
How's
Which
your-
class would you like
Is
to
this a
play?
dungeon?
How's your Final Fantasy 14
We don't-
journey?
I promised I would play all the DLCs for Final Fantasy 14, which is like 300 hours.
Did you give
Did
a
you?
time?
How far
No, I didn't give a time
along?
Okay.
How far along? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
I've done the base game,
oh, I
which
see.
is 50 hours. Which is a lot of fucking time.
And it didn't hook you?
No, because the base game is the worst part of the game.
Yeah.
Oh.
The 50 hours is what you
Final
have to play.
Fantasy 14
It
fans
doesn't get good until
have
after
been-
50 hours.
Yeah.
They're like One Piece fans. They've been held hostage by it. Like, they're like, they don't... Like, they're like, no, it gets good after 60 hours. I'm like, 60 hours? There's no other genre of anything that you can say, hold on for 60 hours. It's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure, like, hostage situations are over before 60 hours. they either, like, end it, or they release it like 40. They,
Yeah.
like, have
Is it like a sunk cost fallacy thing where you're like, well, we've already spent this much time, so I gotta like it.
I've heard it's genuinely just like
actually does. The problem is that like I think for a lot of people it's like it's a social thing that gets them into it first. And then like because some people will be like, yeah, I've got thousands of hours, and then you'll be like, oh, you do the raids? No. They just go on like
I just hang out with my friends in the game.
and you know, I think for me the era of like socializing for MMOs like past when I was much younger. It's all really level. They love the updates and love being part of the community.
Caught? Yes.
I mean, I think to some aspect it's kind of like
Oh,
keeping up with
nice.
nature, where it's like you are in the space and it's fun being with like-minded people who also like the thing.
Whoops.
That is true. I don't think I would be as into Love in Deep Space if it were not for like the social aspect of it or anything.
Yeah, I mean that's like, it's boring if you can't share it with someone else, right? And I think that's what people like. But you can also then do raids or whatever. Like there's something if you however you want to approach the game, you can. And I think it's the same with like obviously like Love in Deep Space, where you can kind of if you just want to be a fan that consumes stuff like fan content, or if you want to, because I'm sure there are people who consume a ton of fan content for Love in Deep Space that have never played the game.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like it's just the being in that space is fun. It's just fun to be around people who are passionate, I think.
Yeah.
Like, everyone always wants to be around people who care about something.
Yeah.
That's why League is like great. You're like everyone is
I was about to say hold up, but
Okay, got him.
that's so
Out over here.
Because like when you lose to a guy, you're like, I bet this guy's a fucking loser. And then you're like, that's me. Oh god. Oh yeah.
Do you think you can live the manga life thing? Now that you've done it for 1
I
month?
don't think I could live the life.
Yeah.
It's on my bucket list of I just want to publish something.
Yeah.
Just to have it, you know?
Just to be a public author.
I don't need
Nice,
it to
what I
like,
got
be
here?
a hit. I don't need to be a bestseller.
Yeah.
I just want to make something to fulfill my childhood dreams of like making a manga.
Maybe that's how it starts
Someday.
though. Maybe that's how it starts. You just
Yeah.
finish that one project and you're like,
I quit YouTube. Guys, I'm
But
quitting.
you
I'm gonna be a
both are like
manga.
very pure creative people. Like I think you creativity
Trap doors.
drives a lot. You like for me, I'm like, all right, lock in, play video games. I don't know. Play video games.
you don't get bored of that though?
Oh.
I finished a Twitch stream, and I like this is like the easiest job in the world. You know, I'm like I
Oh,
play.
actually, God, it's not. Hold on a second.
I finished my fucking 10-hour Genshin stream, and I'm like, that was fucking easy. I basically just watched an anime that played itself. That was basically it. And then I finished. I'm like, damn, I kind of did nothing though for like 10 hours.
yeah, but what you need to understand, guys, is that Connor's a gamer.
I love games.
He is like in the purest form. He is a gamer.
I love seeing the activities that they try to make. I know it's just fun. I love consuming. But I'm just trying to do it in moderation. If you can, it's your job, but still. Maybe that's why I stopped playing.
Nice.
That's why.
Because I was like, because I also realized my hobby outside of gaming cannot be gaming. Like I need to do something else.
You need to switch it up a bit.
Because otherwise it kills it for you, right? Like you
Totally.
There needs to be some aspect of it that you enjoy. But then that's why it's like really fun to watch you guys do your thing. It's like you're like, I'm just gonna make something. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's almost over. Oops. The burnout. Yeah, it's almost over. Let's see what else I can watch. No way.
So on this channel, we have talked a lot about the Trash Taste podcast, and they have found themselves in a lot of controversy, oftentimes involving their takes on anime. A lot of people consider them normies, or they're saying things that are hypocritical, or they have guests like Hassan Piker on their podcast. But a lot of that is on Western Twitter. We see a lot of outrage on Western Twitter, but this time things are a little bit different. This post would go viral, where apparently some Japanese users are upset about the Trash Taste podcast, and I want to check out this Hero Hey video that is going over the subject. It is titled "Japan is very upset with Trash Taste." Let's see what this is all about.
People in Japan are calling out the Trash Taste podcast. You know,
Reaction
you
slap.
got Sea-Dog PA and Joey the Anime Man.
Let's watch It Lost Big. Yeah, sure. Is this the Flickazoid? dungeon.
Palworld. Yeah, Palworld time. They lost big. I actually don't know exactly what they lost. Like, I know that they didn't approve the patent or something, but I wanted to look into it. Let's see it. Have a mansplain it to me.
If there's anything that makes me happy as someone who played Pokemon my whole life, it's seeing Palworld's Dog Walk, Nintendo's flagship franchise, into the mud the way that it's been doing.
Dog Walk is
recently.
crazy.
Nothing brings
It's
me
true,
joy
though.
like this for a simple reason.
Yeah, look,
because
look, you could sleep with the... Yo, you could sleep
Yes.
next to them. It's pretty gagey.
Gay.
Pokemon.
Look.
Wait, what's that tower
Look,
then?
you can sleep with
Nothing
them.
brings
You can sleep with the trainer.
me joy like this for a simple reason, because as a Pokemon fan, I can confidently say that Pokemon's quality-wise is in the gutter, and Nintendo is to blame for all of it.
True.
Palworld
Yeah.
They did it to
1.0
themselves.
releases come, it's doing huge numbers, but it should also be a wake-up call for Nintendo to get their
The cinematic was so cute and cool too. Pokemon could fucking never.
ducks in order. Instead, Nintendo might not be learning anything at all, but the bigger question is, are fans also walking away? Well, before any of that, there's also been another big update for Nintendo's Palworld lawsuit, which is nothing but good news all around.
Oh, hold on.
Really, this whole video is nothing but good news.
This one's a
actually.
fake.
Game Rant reported here. Nintendo's monster capturing patent, which was one of their
Good.
last
Thank God.
Palworld has also been officially destroyed.
Good.
Not only is their last bastion of hope to sue Palworld,
Oh, those bitches.
not even kidding, rejected by none other than the Japanese patent office.
Which is huge
guys
because
just came
they
out of nowhere.
immensely favor companies over actual consumers or people who are competing with them.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised.
themselves, which is nuts because it was
Impressive.
considered that Japan was the only place that Nintendo would get any legal traction due to their presence in the country being out, so dominant the way that it is. But it didn't work. They failed in every single way. They just failed, man. The wild part is that Nintendo's greed, it knew no bounds when it came to destroying Palworld.
Yes,
Because earlier this year, after realizing where
I don't think Palworld destroyed Pokemon. I think Pokemon broke their own legs and then cried about it when Palworld raced ahead of them. They're trying to say like, oh, Palworld stole our company, like our customers, wait. No, you didn't steal them, you just abused them. They got sick of paying fucking $60, $80 for dog shit games.
A lawsuit was going to go, Nintendo decided to pivot their approach. Instead, Nintendo tried to, as Game Rant shows here, go after Palworld's mobile version. What, you may be asking?
What?
Well, Nintendo tried to file a lawsuit against Palworld Mobile, claiming that they now own the rights to it, and I'm not even kidding, touchscreen functionality,
That's not gonna fly.
and how it's being used to implement both monster capturing and riding hunt creatures as reasons for the lawsuit. So they actually took a different approach, trying to file the same lawsuits they already failed at, but with another version of Palworld. So they
You wanna know why? Because they wanna drain their money. That's like recompense to them. If they decide that they can win on that, that would be recompense for their success, for Palworld's success, I mean.
get their licks in somehow, but yeah, it didn't work. Nintendo tried to file a patent, which is called Patent 2026-019762 as seen here, to act as if they could push this to ruin Palworld Mobile now, and by proxy also Roko Kingdom World,
Palworld
another
Mobile.
game that Tencent is working on. By the way, Palworld Mobile, that's done in partnership with Tencent as well, so a double whammy was the idea here, I guess. So what ended up happening was Nintendo took this Patent 019762 and they retrofitted it to fit another patent. Yeah, I
The
know, you can
Mazarenas,
apparently
dude.
do that somehow, and they tried to compile touchscreen movement, capture items, summoning battle features, command selection, and catching
Why didn't they sue like Digimon and other stuff like that? There's other games that like capture or have Pokemon that you or like animals that you summon. Yeah, can I patent breathing next too? Cause Pokemon breathe or something. Yeah.
new characters both in and out of combat as patents that Nintendo owns somehow. But what's really wild is that what ended up ruining Nintendo's patents for them wasn't even Palworld. It was actually a fan project called Pokemon Generations as seen here. I can't actually show the gameplay of this fan game because Nintendo will let, like, who are we kidding? Probably copyright strike me if I do. But basically this Generations game is like a fully 3D version of old school Pokemon games before Nintendo did it pretty much. Anyways, the Japanese patent office then said as seen here where I highlighted that Nintendo's claims lacked an inventive step.
because all they did was combine things they already tried before and failed at, but thought that they could get away with it a second time, and they could not. But because that Pokemon Generations fan project existed and that game was published 8 whole years before Nintendo filed these patents that they supposedly invented, which they couldn't have since the fan game already had these so-called patent ideas implemented in their game, which obviously means Nintendo couldn't have invented such ideas that already existed. Basically, okay? This means that this Pokemon Generations fan game, in a way, inadvertently costed Nintendo one of its only avenues for legal victory by just...
Thank God they actually shot themselves in the foot. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. That is actual like karmic justice.
Simply existing. If I was Pocket Pair, I would actually send whoever made that Pokemon Generations game like a care package of Palworld goods as a big thank you. As seen here though, that game confirmed that Nintendo did not in fact own anything unique or original due to the existence of that game. I just know Nintendo's lawyers right now are eating their paper and screaming in public,
Yeah, they're
knowing that
fucking
they can't win
mauling.
this. But it wasn't the only thing that ruined Nintendo's one path to victory. As seen here, you had other mobile games that existed prior to Nintendo's patents that were also being used to ruin their claims even further. Stuff like Art and PUBG Mobile also used elements from Nintendo's so-called patents that they owned yet were made prior to their filings too. Nintendo now officially has about 3 months to come up with something.
I think the most disgusting thing they did was that they retroactively did this shit. It's not like they had a patent for it and then like, oh, well, we're gonna happen to sue Palworld. They actually tried to do it as they were suing them. Actual pieces of shit.
But the likelihood is they're not going to have anything because any patent they claim that they own has likely already existed in some capacity in something before they claim to have made it anyways. But as Game Rant put it here earlier this year, Nintendo either way is losing a lot of money pursuing these fruitless lawsuits because nothing that they try to pin on Palworld has obviously been working. All they've done is prove that Palworld did nothing wrong despite what others try to say, and that the mere existence of it is only seen as a threat because Palworld exposes what Nintendo has been doing for so long, and now we're all the better for it. The exact number currently that Nintendo has lost in their attempts to destroy Palworld are kind of baffling, really, as seen here. Nintendo has officially lost $41 million in legal fees pursuing Palworld the way that they have, and those losses
sucks because that's not really like that much money for them, and it is a lot of money even with Palworld's success. Yeah, that really sucks. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's pocket change for them. No pun intended. Pocket monsters. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They're willing to throw that money away. They don't give a fuck about that 40 mil.
If Nintendo's losses during that period, honestly, this is nothing but good news. Well, unless you work for Nintendo's legal team, because they might get fired for feeling so badly, but I mean, what did you guys expect, really? For all this just to happen the way that you wanted it to? Either way, this is incredible news, guys, and as this video continues, there's a lot of reasons why Nintendo would have wanted Palworld to fail. Because when you look further into how it's doing right now, Nintendo, I would be punching my chest because Palworld, they're kind of coming for everything. As 80level.com said here, Palworld's massive release is seeing crazy numbers, with almost 800,000 more people showing up to experience what the game has on offer now. So the 1.0 release brings a new island to explore, new mutations, and 72 new pals to capture, which is a lot.
And everything before that too. That doesn't include all the other beta updates that people might have not played. Yeah, the 1.0 added an island, but before that, they still had even more content, which is insane. Again, chat, no DLC, no battle pass. It's just the game. You buy it as is. It's insane.
Considering that's about half of what a normal
game
Pokemon
runs better
brings
too.
per
Yeah,
generation.
yeah.
Depending on the generation, yes. The wilder part is that Pocket Pair confirmed with PC Gamer said here that Palworld will also not have a price increase following its 1.0 release.
And I already brought this up, but people would have been more than willing to have paid extra because they were fighting Nintendo's stupid lawsuit, but they didn't. Again, that's like so good. That's such a nice, good faith, humble gesture for them to do for the player face. Yeah, player base, not player face.
Instead, the game will retain its $30 American price tag, which is nuts, considering the value that's on offer here. As Pocket Pair put it here officially, they didn't want to raise the price despite the added content, so all in all, you can now get Palworld for $30 American, or $40 Canadian, which is absurd considering how much Nintendo charges for Pokemon-related media.
And there's so much more content, are you kidding me? I can finish an entire Pokemon game in a day. You can, like, absolutely just plow through the game. Obviously, I mean, you could technically do that with Palworld, but it would still take you more time to plow through the game to get to the final fucking stages of Palworld. A day? Yeah, because it's, like, not fucking content. There's nothing. Especially with the fucking newer ones. The older ones, yeah, maybe it'll take you a little bit longer, but, like, it's just kind of
Comparison.
to, like, compare.
Games, probably know, used to be priced appropriately back in the DS days, right? I remember a new Pokemon game going for about $45 Canadian when I was a junior high. These days, a Pokemon game is as much as Call of Duty or any other game, which is wild to me, considering the quality on offer from Pokemon is, well, frankly abysmal. I mean, aside
when I was a kid, I thought we'd get to the point where we, like, actually have, like, holograms shooting out with, like, you know, the Pokemon playing out in real life. Oh, how naive I was. I thought the Pokemon battle system would have developed by now. Maybe I get to have, like, a Pokemon, yeah, like Harry Potter chess. I don't know. I thought it was cool, but no, we've never gotten there. There's just Pokemon with guns.
Aside from comparison easily shows considering how Pokemon in gameplay, and the results are, well, embarrassing the longer that you're looking at it. And the added fact, right, the Pokemon game on screen costs twice as much as Palworld does, and then some is kind of ridiculous. Nintendo should be ashamed of themselves because there's no reason to why Pokemon needs to be as milquetoast as it is, especially considering how much of a vice grip they have on consumers worldwide, and how popular that IP is and still is always, so we all know this. Nintendo never updated Pokemon in any meaningful way because it would mean that they would have to try for once, which, well, they didn't want to, because people would show up no matter what for whatever Nintendo released.
Yeah, it's slop. You are the goyim. You are consuming the slop. Except, you know what's sad is that the quality and consistency hasn't stayed the same. McDonald's produces the same crap day in and day out. It's consistently crappy. I would argue Pokemon is worse because it's gotten more expensive, and McDonald's obviously has too. Everything has, but it's not saved. It's not stayed the same. It's really not.
The masses, right? For me, the thing that broke everything, it was Sword and Shield. That game series there, Sword and Shield, irrevocably broke my beliefs in Pokemon as a brand. Those games showed me that Nintendo was willing to do next to nothing to expand their games in any way that actually really mattered. Like the fact that Sword and Shield came out on Switch as well, with the added power that system had over previous Nintendo systems, which we knew could power stronger games. Like Breath of the Wild, even stuff like...
Why would we? Why would we make the game better or more interesting? We've had the same engine since fucking GameCube.
Xenoblade was such an insult, man. I remember playing Sword and Shield when it first came out and just thinking to myself, wow, Nintendo really doesn't care about the quality of this franchise at all, man.
I agree. I actually played it when it came out too. That was the last one I played that I bought, like, when the game came out. Yeah, like, I never played one. I think I bought AZ because, like, chat was saying it was really bad, and I was like, oh, chat, it can't be that bad. Oh, boy. Was I wrong?
And when they did Scarlet and Violet, I mean, they went open world, and despite the openness
and the 20 FPS!
They were not, in my opinion, really good games either.
No, they were buggy as shit. They were even worse than the crap that they've churned out before because it was buggy. Have you seen the people clipping through the fucking world? The world's not loading in properly? That's unacceptable.
World felt mostly pointless, and the structure of that game felt honestly baffling to me to play. It's the one single Pokemon.
And then when you get to a certain point in the later gyms, it literally, I shit you not, felt like an empty world because it was not finished. It wasn't finished. It was just empty. It's like beta.
Wait.
Pokemon generation of games I have yet to see to the end, which, like, we need to understand, okay? I've played these games over and over again since I was a kid. The amount of times I beat Pokemon Red or Yellow, Silver.
God, it's so fucking depressing to even think about it, but, like, I felt like when it left it up to the imagination, at least you weren't disappointed and you could understand that, like, the sprites are moving from side to side, but you're just imagining the Typhlosion fucking attacking the Regice and, like, making him melt and shit. You had the imagination. Now it's like this disappointing, like, animation, and you're just sitting there like, man, it's been 20 years and this shit's not good. It's almost immersion breaking, honestly, because of how bad it is.
For Crystal, Emerald, dude, even stuff like Platinum or Black and White, it's just stupid. I would reset my game, pick a new starter, and just keep playing for hours on end. I love those games, but I also felt
the last Pokemon I really truly enjoyed was Black and White. I think that was the last one in my opinion. Yeah, like Black and White. It wasn't my favorite. But I definitely think that was like the last bastion. You know, like how I talk about how WoW has like the last good expansion? That's for me. Yeah, that's the last one I really enjoyed.
It wasn't reaching its potential even then. And see what Palworld was doing.
Next and Web were good. I disagree. I played it and it was not as good. But I mean, you can be subjective to it and like say, oh well, you just didn't play it right or some shit. I don't fucking know. But I thought it was not up to par. I still think Black and White as a plot point was way better. X and Y was kind of boring.
That the only thing holding back Pokemon was Nintendo. Apparently, according to rumors, the new Pokemon games, Wind and Waves, will have MMO-like elements to it, but who knows, right?
Right,
There's supposed to be like 300 new Pokemon in the next game. A vast...
Stop, you don't need that many in one go. What? No, this gotta be like trolling. 300 in one game?
Majority of which is supposedly new forms of existing Pokemon. So
I'm sick of that. Can I just say, I'm sick of adding new forms to Pokemon.
Not 300 new Pokemon, but you get the idea. It's going to look better on the box if they put that. Apparently, Wind and Waves is also going to have a similar design to Scarlet and Violet, in the same sense that there's going to be like 3 core storylines that you have to follow to complete the main story. I'm not saying the rumors are true or anything, but hey, look, the point is that Nintendo, they're kind of in a weird spot right now when it comes to the Pokemon.
It's so mind-blowing how bad the graphics are after playing Palworld. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, well, Alana, the Nintendo Switch isn't that powerful. Okay, I get it, but this is, like, way worse. This is way, way worse. Actual PS2 game? PS2 is so fucking much better!
Cope.
On games at least. I mean, the Nintendo Switch 2 is a pretty powerful console for like what it is, right? It can run Tears of the Kingdom, Xenoblade Chronicles 1.
Yeah, that's not even an excuse. Tears of the Kingdom looks great because they stylized it to fit within the hardware capability of the Switch. Pokemon has no excuse. I feel like they're not pushing it to its limit. That's the whole fucking point.
Not to mention stuff like Donkey Kong Bonanza and more, right? You even have full ports of games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Cyberpunk 2077, and those are running natively on the Switch 2 right now.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like that is impressive. It's borderline black magic if you can see it running in person. I gotta say. So if the next Pokemon game is not a equally level of like a quantum leap forward for Nintendo's design philosophy, the backlash is gonna be nuclear, guys. Come on. There's really no excuse for the next Pokemon game to look like some mobile ripoff like Violet does when your freaking mainline console, like I said, can run Final Fantasy VII Rebirth of all things on it. Like, it just won't be acceptable. I've said before, but the fact that Nintendo gives stuff like Zelda or Mario, right, all this love and attention and years to make these games, really massaging every release to make sure they're amazing, they're not buggy and all that. And then they just kind of spin their cheeks and shard out a new Pokemon game pretty much every year.
That's what I'm saying, because the stupid consumers are always gonna love it.
Kind of baffling to me. They sort of treat Pokemon like it's Nintendo's version of like NBA 2K or Call of Duty or something, but somehow that's not even really a fair comparison because Nintendo's Pokemon games feel like they were made in a month instead of like years in quality. Look, I say
that's questionable with COD and NBA and FIFA. That's questionable.
All this because Nintendo needs to get their act together. I can't speak for anyone, but for me at least, my way of doing my video games planning was always pretty simple for me. I would always have like a PlayStation insert number here to play Sony exclusives and whatever third-party games I wanted to play. And then I would always have whatever Nintendo was doing handheld-wise at the time so I could play their games on the handheld. Pokemon was always the reason I actually got their handhelds though. I wouldn't even buy the new handheld until Nintendo would actually announce, hey, there's a new Pokemon game coming. Oh, it is? All right, time to buy the new console now, I guess. That's what I did with the Switch, right? I got Breath of the Wild day one like everyone else did, but
that's because it was worth it. People bought the fucking Xbox to play Halo. Halo is one of the founding, like, games that kind of like lifted Xbox off the ground. Like, yeah, obviously there were other games like not Warframe, Gears of War, but I think people genuinely just like loved Halo. They loved Halo. They started hearing about it, and that's what made it happen. Like, yeah, Nintendo had Mario and Pokemon and you know, a couple other franchises, but definitely, like, for sure, it was the thing that lifted him off the ground, and now people don't have that justification, so they don't want to do it. Dead or alive? Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's just sad. COD? Yeah, but you can play COD on PC. Like, I think the founding game was Halo.
Real reason I got the Switch was obviously for Pokemon. Because, oh my god, it's a handheld hybrid system. Look at how good Zelda looks on the Switch. Just imagine how good Pokemon is going to look, and Sword and Shield looks awful. And the part that annoys me was how people just rewarded Nintendo. Because we had nothing else. And again, it was full price now instead of being like half the price of a new game like it used to be. That's why with Palworld doing what it's doing, the lawsuit,
but more
inflation. Such a big deal. And it's achieving what it's doing too. Because Pokemon is doing, well, really...
Dude, it's crazy how much better it looks.
Everything but making great games these days. Yet they're asking us to pay.
And do you guys remember what version of Pokemon was it where? Oh, was it the Diamond and Pearl remake where they made the sprites or like the characters super duper ugly, and people were like, "Wait a minute, why did you make them ugly?" And their response was like, it's because, the lack of hardware or some shit. And I was like, what? BSP was the chibi models? I know, but that's because they wanted to pump out a game to farm people's money. It was Pokemon Go? No. Pokemon Go is not related. I'm talking about, like, actual game on the Switch. Yeah, the chibi models. Yeah, that was horrible. They should not have greenlit it, but they said, oh, well, you know, they slopped it up, so it's fine to put it out because they're gonna eat it anyway. It was also some dog shit. Yeah, and they let that happen. Like, yeah, obviously it's to blame the company. The company is to blame, but at the same time, it's like, you let it happen. That's why I'm, like, disappointed.
Premium prices for something that is anything but that. I mean, sure, Pokemon still has the whole, you know, trading card craze. I mean, you can still find videos all over the internet
and the
people
scalpers
opening those ancient retro card packs looking for a Charizard, you know, without the shadow behind them or something else for like $100,000 or something. And funnily enough, though, Palworld is actually coming for that too. It's been confirmed by Pocket Pair seen here, and Palworld is also getting an official trading card game for Pokemon, physically starting July 30th.
Oh my god, he actually is cheesing the boss by bringing in a bunch of Mazzarinas.
2026.
That's so
As
funny.
Seen here, the official set is called Dawn of Palpagos.
Yeah, Pokemon could fucking never let you do that. All hands inside of the guardrails all the time. If you deviate from it, you're gonna get fucking banned. Or we're gonna remove it from the game because it's a fucking exploit.
And it's being developed by Bushiroad. The card's rarities will go from
look at him,
Bushiroad.
There's also super special pair of cards, which are like ultra rare variants of the already rare cards with exclusive artwork too. There's also going to be another Palworld booster pack set coming on October 30th, 2026 called The Legends Awaken. And the current slate of trading cards that, you know, Dawn of Palpagos ones, well, Pocket Pair confirmed as seen here that they've already sold over 3.5 million packs in pre-orders alone. I even ordered the
Wow.
Palworld booster sets myself. I want to collect them the same way I do Yu-Gi-Oh! And Final Fantasy cards too. The
That's
problem
cute.
with starting Pokemon cards now, I mean,
Oh, they're gonna sue you for that too. Don't worry, Palworld.
all know this. They're just way too expensive. But with Palworld now officially starting, it's very likely, yeah, they're probably going to blow up in price once the hype begins. So I'm just trying to get ahead of the curve myself. But like I said, Pocket Pair is now coming for the trading card game crowd. And hey, I don't blame them. Although, I don't think Palworld will take over Pokemon in terms of trading cards because, let's be real, Pokemon is crazy when it comes to the prices of what people are willing to pay these days. We all are very aware of this, I'm sure. But I totally understand why Palworld is doing what they're doing. Because Nintendo is making so much money, dude, off of Pokemon. They legit could just swap their business model to just being a Pokemon console and selling Pokemon-related stuff. They would still be living like kings. Did you guys know?
That's why I said the 41 million was a drop in the bucket. They don't give a fuck about that. That's like piss money for them. Ah, we piss on it, we set it on fire. Don't give a fuck.
I guess I need more electric organs.
That over 10 billion Pokemon cards were created in 2025 alone, and they all sold out. I wish I was kidding. In totality, Pokemon cards have been made by Nintendo to the crazy amount of 85 billion cards. That's since 1996, when the trading card game all officially started. 85 billion, guys. It's like sets like the Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolutions expansion, like those are mega sellers. And to understand how big this market has become, in May 2021, the lifetime amount of cards that Nintendo had produced at that point was 34.1 billion cards. They doubled that and then some in just 5 years. Not even 5 years yet. 2026 isn't even over yet. As 6ABC, though, reported in May this year, and this is pretty funny, nearly $10,000 in Pokemon cards were actually stolen in Montgomery County. So this was the guy who did it on screen here.
Oh, I bet you it's a scalper too.
Who died?
Apparently, he asked to see 2 individual Pokemon cards that were $2,500 each. He then asked to see a sealed booster set that was $4,200. And when the clerk...
Okay, that's fine. You just hand that over to some dude.
Turned around to do something, this guy apparently just grabbed everything and he ran out of the store to a car which security cameras caught. And I mean, that's crazy, dude. We got people out here willing to do time behind bars because of Pokemon cards. This is what Nintendo's insane market.
Oh, there's people who have gone to jail for less shit, dude. Fuck.
Share on everything
what
he's
are we
getting
talking
people
about?
to do. Apparently, that guy who stole the cards, he did manage to sell one of them to another pawn shop in the same city. So the police were able to get one of those cards back, but now the pawn shop that bought the card, not knowing obviously that it was stolen, are now out of thousands of dollars themselves for buying it. So yeah, that's wild, dude. But that is what I mean. Like, this is what Nintendo's Pokemon craze is doing. I mean, that's not even the craziest story either, though. Look at this. There was one guy who went on a Pokemon crime spree, and he used a chainsaw of all things to break into a store to steal their stock too. So this all happened in Florida because, well, of course it did. It's Florida. Who are you kidding? But as it says here, surveillance footage showed someone cutting a triangle-shaped hole in a hurricane-proof window with a battery-powered chainsaw.
That is so Floridian. Hurricane-proof window. Yeah, instantly know it's Florida.
The thief seemingly managed to injure himself in the process and left blood at the scene, and he also got his license plate recorded. Security camera. So the guy got caught, and he's apparently on like a bond of $20,000. But like, come on, man! Imagine being in jail and like one guy's like, "So what are you in here for?" And the guy's like, "Ah, you know, I shot a guy." Another dude's like, "Yeah, I sold stuff I shouldn't have." And then there's this other guy from Florida who's like, "I used a chainsaw to cut into a Pokemon trading card shop, and I cut myself and got caught instantly." Like, oh my god, amazing what's happening. But for Palworld, like, this is all still good news, right? That people are insane like this because they're absolutely trying their hardest to just dethrone Pokemon in really any way they can. And because Pokemon isn't available, obviously, outside of Nintendo platforms, that's going to create reverse lack of competition for Palworld to then secure a stronger foothold in the future. On Steam, for instance.
Again, there are so many people who tried to copy Pokemon's success and they all failed or died. The only reason they're mad is because it's actually fun. Sorry, guys. The capitalism has capitalized.
example, currently, as this video being made anyways, as seen there, Palworld is actually the most played game on Steam concurrently at its time of release. As the community manager for Palworld confirmed here, it is now beaten Counter-Strike 2 even, which is nuts, considering how much that game is played even till this day, because people are, you know, opening up things for the knives that they can sell for lots of money. Dude, the whole Counter-Strike thing, like, look it up, it's crazy. But again, Palworld has succeeded and reaped the rewards here, because Nintendo has allowed a pocket, no pun intended, of competition to grow due to their lack of care or need to believe that they could ever even be challenged in the first place. Obviously, Palworld is not playable on Nintendo platforms, right? But this just means that over time, something I came to predict is going to come to pass eventually, which is that Pokemon will reign supreme on Nintendo because...
This is what I'm hoping happens to Blizzard, man. The fat, bloated corpse that's being puppeteered by Microsoft, I don't know, bro. It just needs to happen.
That's where it is. But Palworld will slowly but surely become a far more accessible and more varied and dynamic version of Pokemon that is going to grow over time because it's available everywhere that Pokemon isn't.
And it's also easy to access. I mean, yeah, sure, it's a PC, but it's not that intensive of a game. It's really not. Yeah, like, you can access it pretty easily. It's not like the newest COD. Only not available on Nintendo. Hey, can we get Palworld on the Switch? Can you imagine? The fucking CEO is like seething. He's like, "Arrgh."
Newer players, kids especially,
Do you wish for a WoW Renaissance? I don't think the WoW Renaissance was classic. Yeah, the WoW Renaissance was classic. It's been beaten to death. I personally think there has to be an answer. I don't think Classic Plus is gonna do it. I could be proven wrong, but you know, and then you never know.
Likely gravitate towards playing.
Yes, Palworld is on Switch. No, I know, but like you don't understand the joke that like they're mad because like they're getting. Never mind. Let's explain the joke.
Palworld, because for one, it actually has co-op.
Hi, Elena. I don't know who Elena is.
Really hasn't been able to figure out for years, despite their enormous amounts of resources. There's really no excuse. Seriously, why doesn't Pokemon have a robust online mode that can run perfectly optimal, like the likes of say Destiny 2 or World of Warcraft? Is just simply because Nintendo doesn't want to invest in doing that.
You're fine.
Yeah, here's Palworld, $30 American, and it not only has co-op multiplayer that is easy to play with friends, but it's even cross-play.
People probably would have paid up to $50 if I had to wager a guess. I think the average market consumer probably would have been okay with $50.
So Steam users can play with PlayStation or Xbox users too. It's such a massive
30 in my opinion is not enough. Like, and I know I could say this, oh, Lana, look at your gifted subs, blah, 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 blah. I get it. But, like, for me, I'm like, $30 is such a steal, like, just baseline. It's kind of like the equivalent of, like, Hollow Knight when they said it's like $20 and that's it.
For Nintendo, but it's all because they refuse to do anything about it. So Nintendo can get mad all they want about players walking away to Palworld.
It's 20 right now. No, I know they discounted it, but I'm just saying I bought it for 30.
I'm not saying that, you know, Pokemon.
I bought it during the beta or the early access.
Well, it's Pokemon, but to suggest that Palworld is not obviously filling a Snorlax-sized hole, then Nintendo has refused to occupy themselves. It can't be understated. We wanted Pokemon on all platforms. We wanted to capture the Pokemon, face the other trainers, run around a world together, collect the gym badges, and Nintendo just said routinely, no, we're not doing that, and they lurched like a corpse when it came to updating the basic fundamental properties of what people expect from Nintendo these days. You're selling these games now at a premium, but the experience does not match the money that we're spending, Nintendo. I actually tried a month ago to go back to Violet so that I could finally beat it. I restarted the game, I chose the grass cat starter this time around, and I got maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 badges into the game before I just called it quits. Just
Oh my god, that happened to me with the fucking Diamond remake. Yeah, I quit it and then I came back and I was like, whoa, and I just stopped. And I loved Diamond and Pearl when it came out. That was awesome when I was a kid.
Boring, man. It's just the same endless loop with nothing interesting happening. The combat's still so basic. The animations are like non-existent. The textures look fine, but not amazing. I mean, I even tried Violet on my Switch 2, which supposedly bumps the game with the 60 FPS and all that. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It does, but it still doesn't feel current gen to me at all. It doesn't feel like I'm playing a premium product that I paid $80 for. It feels like I'm playing a $10 mobile game or something at best. And the fact that these characters still don't have voice acting is beyond baffling to me.
I know,
like,
that's another fucking thing for me, dude. How do you have billions of dollars and you still refuse to voice act your game? Oh, it's because Pokemon never had voice acting in the first place. How is that an excuse? Like, back in the day, you didn't have voice acting because it was on the fucking Game Boy.
Straight face, like a clip like this is somehow in your Pokemon game that retails for full premium price. Please, watch this.
Chat, you're not ready for this. There's booing in the background and like people talking, like mumbling and shit, but there's nothing like, oh, I just can't, bro. Dude, Pokemon slop eaters are like of a different breed, and this is coming from someone who loves Pokemon too. Like, I really do. I loved it when I was a kid growing up.
Like, come on, there's no defense
like
for something
booing.
like that. It's awful, but this is what Nintendo
Yeah, there isn't even music. Why didn't they have music playing? Like, what?
They're trying to defend over Palworld. You even have people like this on Twitter, as you can see here, who claim that Palworld is apparently losing their lawsuit to Nintendo, which is factually just incorrect. I mean,
it's probably just a rage baiter.
I told you that in the beginning. Nintendo has overwhelmingly lost the lawsuit to Palworld. There's practically nothing they can do now to stop it from going forward. This post even got community noted, which you can see there, which further details that none of Nintendo's patent lawsuits had anything to do with Palworld's creature designs in the first place. It had everything to do with, like I said, right, the ball mechanic and things like riding monsters, being able to summon them, I guess touchscreen controls too. I covered that in a video already, like in full, but like I'll be brief, but TLDR, right, Nintendo lost their lawsuit. None of these things were place in Nintendo's favor, and they're gonna get cooked because none of those lawsuits worked in the end anyways. It's just misinformation for the sake of it. But look, alright, Palworld is not going to replace Pokemon, but it will scratch a different kind of itch that Nintendo is just rejecting. We wanted larger worlds, we wanted deeper systems, more experimentation. Nintendo was not willing to do any of that. I think what Nintendo needs to understand and learn from Palworld is stop.
They don't want to do that because they don't have to. If the consumer forced them to do it, which inadvertently Palworld is kind of doing for them, they would change it. They would do something. What? Like, I don't know. If McDonald's like suddenly lost like 25% of its customer base, you would be hearing about it, and the CEO would be on fire. He would be exploding. But they just do their same old shit, and they don't really change, and people just keep eating the slop and paying for the increased price slop, and it's fine.
Asking why it's so popular, but instead try to understand what they can take away from this entire experience to further enforce and ensure that Pokemon continues to get better as well. What's also important here is that ultimately it's you guys, the players, who decide if something is successful or not, and not really the companies, and you should never forget that. Like I said for years on this channel, you guys have all the power. These companies can't do anything but be beholden to whatever you guys actually spend your money on. So no matter what the headlines are saying, you decide what succeeds, not them, and always remember that. But what I hope this story shows is that competition is actually good for these sorts of industries. Palworld is going to cause Pokemon to respond inevitably in ways they never thought they would have to, and that's a great thing. What's interesting is that Palworld didn't need to defeat Nintendo to matter in the first place. It just simply proved that there was room for another major player in this space. Not only is that healthy, but we're all going to benefit going forward because of that. But in the end, what Palworld should really tell the games industry is they achieved what they did, not with like a $200 million budget or some Hollywood actor in their roles or anything like that. They did what they did because they were just willing to experiment, right? With modern AAA publishers,
I would argue they didn't. Well, I mean, experiment is a strong word. I just think they did all the things that Nintendo refused to do. They took so many elements from different games, like Minecraft, fucking Fortnite, 'cause you got guns and shit, crafting, like, yeah, obviously they were heavily inspired by fucking Pokemon. Nobody's gonna deny that. You'd have to, like, Ark and shit, yeah, like breeding, I don't know, breeding Pokemon, I guess breeding dinosaurs and shit, that's the same thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and again, Ark took ideas from other games. That's the whole fucking point. No game is truly original. Factorio, yeah, base building, Factorio, building factories so that you can be efficient. Like, there's elements to that too.
And don't realize is they are spending so much time minimizing risk that they are accidentally also minimizing the creativity side of it as well. Palworld is the Pokemon, what Claire Obscure was to turn-based RPGs, or Black Myth Wukong was for Souls-likes. These weird games that change the formula the way that they
I wouldn't even say that Souls-likes are the problem. It's that they were a competition. Like, they wanted to make a good game and they did it.
They came out of nowhere, and look at them. They all sold millions. The fact that Palworld now has a TCG on the way,
really
that's evident that they're here to stay. I think Palworld doesn't need to replace Pokemon. It didn't need to destroy Nintendo or need to become the biggest franchise in gaming to prove its point. All it had to do was show that players are willing to embrace these new ideas when developers give them something genuinely exciting to explore again. And really, what we want isn't the games with the biggest budgets, but the games with, you know, the biggest surprises. Because gaming has never moved forward by endlessly just repeating yesterday's successes. It moves forward when someone just takes a chance on tomorrow, like Pocket Pair did here. And regardless of where Palworld ultimately ends up, Pocket Pair already proved that one great idea can force an
It also scares people from being creative. Do you know how fucking scared people are now of, like, Riot Games and Blizzard to make a new answer to, like, say, League of Legends or Dota? They're scared of doing that because of all the patent fighting and the inability to, like, create something different because they don't want to get sued.
Entire industry to pay attention, and I think that's awesome. Nintendo could have stopped
Restriction
Palworld
just
before they
doesn't
tried
work
to, so
with
maybe it's time to work
creativity.
on them instead. But thanks for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to. I'm happy to see this all happen the way that it did. If it leads to better games and products, we all win in the end. Well, except Nintendo. They lost $41 million.
Valve don't give a fuck. Yeah, they don't. I guess I was more so saying, like, how Blizzard and Steam or Valve had that fight over Dota. Sorry, I'm having a brain aneurysm. It'll come to me. Never mind. I'll just
There's
finish
a legal
the video.
cost,
It'll come
but
to me.
who's counting?
Like the Nemesis system? Yeah, they completely copyrighted that and now nobody can do it, and it's like completely ruined it for anybody else that's trying to like make a game that's based around the Nemesis system. Which is stupid. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. Yeah, go check them out. It was a good one.
No, I guess that ended the stream. I really thought there was going to be a new Lost Pause video, but no. Beat it or ban me, bet. Yes.
It's been... How recently have you guys played Palworld? Because for me, it's been a hot minute.
I play a little bit, like I said, go play a world, but
I play a little bit. I just on Twitter I saw a sexy pal. She has like
a lot of those.
White hair and a black dress, and she sits like all dainty like crisscross applesauce on the ground.
Is that dainty?
Yeah. No, actually I think she sits on her knees.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a bit more dainty.
Yeah.